I'm not. I said hopefully they're not cursed.
Why would you say that?
Because I hope that they're not cursed.
I think saying that curses them.
Yeah, you just put it out there, man.
Right.
Yeah, well, I hope Meg's dice aren't cursed too.
So Juice is cursing everyone's dice. That's a good way to start.
Wow, this is how we're gonna start, huh? You woke up and chose violence, Juice.
Yeah, now we have to go throw away all our dice and buy new ones.
Oh,
I mean,
Meg.
you were gonna buy new ones anyway.
Yeah,
you're
I mean, let's face it.
Yeah.
We should do the thing where we introduce ourselves.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Which means that we haze the new person, so you have to go first, Lurker.
Oh no.
So it tells
Take
who
it up
you are,
first.
where people can find you, and a little bit about the
Okay.
character you'll be playing.
Oh God. Hi, my name's Lurk, also known as a Lurker02 online. Obviously Lurk's not my real name, but that's fine. That's my online persona, and I'd rather be called that online. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch, although I've taken the last year off for mental health, and I think everyone should do that every once in a while. So, yay. My whole thing on Twitch is just pro mental health and pro inclusiveness and just having a good time and chilling. So you can find me on Instagram and Twitch at a Lurker02. Nothing else. No. Oh well, I guess TikTok, but I don't post TikToks anymore. So Instagram and Twitch.
Lissa.
Hi, my name's Lissa, which is pretty close to my real name. And I am a full-time streamer on Twitch. And, you can find me at twitch.tv/LissaT, where I am right now. I'm playing Rummy PI, which is Rumplestiltskin. And I'm so excited because he's a weirdo. And... what else? I'm a grizzled PI. Grizzled.
Yes.
Yep, that's it.
Can you remind me? Hold on. Can you remind me what Rumpelstiltskin does again?
He's the one that okay, so this dad is all like, hey, my daughter can spin gold out of straw, and daughter's like, I can't do that, but they made a promise, and so Rumpelstiltskin just kind of appears out of nowhere and is like, cool, I can make it happen, but he makes it happen a couple times, and then he's like, well, I can make it happen one more time, except you have to promise me your firstborn.
Yes.
And then they try to get out of it, and Rumpelstiltskin is all, okay, you can get out of it if you can guess my name, but you'll never guess my name. Wah, ha, 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 ha. And then, but the princess or whoever it is follows him to his little creepy hideout and listens to him talk to himself, because that's what, creepy little villains do. And he says his name to himself, and then she guesses his name, and then he's all sad and he runs away.
Yes.
Wait, so the moral of the story is you should break the promises that you make to people who are trying to help you out after you're an idiot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay, cool. Just
Yeah.
checking.
But in game, Rummy was a rising star in the Storyville PD, but there was a straw into gold scandal that and Rummy got drummed out of the force and is now a sleazy gumshoe.
Yeah, sleazy.
Yeah.
Very sleazy.
What about TK Bell? We didn't cover that part
Right.
yet.
I am so sorry. I forgot.
That's okay.
I'm Tinkerbell.
Yeah. Or TK. TK to her friends.
TK
Yes.
Bell. Also known as Tinkerbell. Yeah, I'm an alcoholic. It's my flaw, but it's okay.
Does Tinkerbell talk in this iteration?
Yes.
Okay.
To be
Does
fair, in
Tinker-
her
Although-
recent movies, she's been forced into a caste system, which sickens me.
Yeah.
Well, in this case, TK likes to speak with her fists. TK, in addition to being a problem drinker, is also maybe has some anger management issues and has several excessive force citations on her record.
Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Yo, Meg.
I'm Megan Amel, and I apologize, but I did Scholastic Bowl yesterday, and now I don't have a voice. And I am at Megan Amel on Twitch, and I'm going to be playing Captain Merryweather, who is a former fairy godmother, and I'm a grizzled veteran, and I have a gambling problem, and I sound like this because I've been smoking cigars forever, and yeah, that's me.
Whiskey and
Juice.
cigars. 2 weeks from retirement for the past decade.
Yep.
Yep.
Yo, I'm Juice's TV, your best friend on the internet, and I stream like 5 days a week, and I'm also a member of the Captain TV development team, squad, unit, studio, whatever we're called, and I do marketing over there. During the day, yeah, and I am Agent Wolfe. Some people call me BB Wolfe. Can you guess what the BB stands for?
Boobies.
Yes. And I like them butts as well.
Where are we going here?
Butts and boobies.
Yes, standing, because that's the first rule of improv, Meg. She said,
Yes,
"Please," I said,
and.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and.
Yeah. Big butt wolf.
I got a badonk. That cake dough. And yeah, I'm a special agent. I've done a lot of things in my time, I've cracked a lot of cases, and some people don't like that, so they set me up, man. They get the media to spin it like those pigs didn't have it coming. They were running meth labs and I busted them, and all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. Yeah. Get out of here.
I mean, you have a penchant for eating children, but other than that,
that wasn't an actual child, okay? And they frankly were a white supremacist in charge of what's the thing, human trafficking.
Yes, and not to mention the fact that it is well documented that Little Red Riding Hood is a serial killer.
Yeah. So who's the bad guy, really? That's what I want to know. Yeah. I just I'm a big scary wolf. Oh, so I have to be the bad guy? That's racist or something. I don't know, speciesist.
Well, the good news is that you normally wear sheep's clothing, so not everyone can tell right away. They would have had to have read your dossier or known something about you to realize.
I'm way too proud. I'm Wolf and I'm proud. I ain't wearing no sheep's clothing. I was just undercover.
Well, make sure that you put an extra 1 in your myth score. So anyway, yes, I am Zero or Zero Daylight or Michael or DM or GM or Keeper or, in this case, Commissioner. We are going to be playing a fairy tale noir called Storyville PD, which you now know a lot about. So before we get started, if you haven't already, I've set your default attributes in your character sheet. I want you to pick one of those and increase it by 1. So the names of the attributes should be really obvious. Like if you want to be smarter, make it mind. If you want to be stronger, make it muscle, etc. You may
don't have edit access.
You pardon?
Question. Yeah,
we don't have edit access.
Oh, okay. Well, I will eventually fix that. But for now, why don't you tell me which one you want to increase?
I have a question.
Yes.
Do we want our myth to be low?
Well, it depends. So if your myth is low, the good thing is that when the myth comes knocking and wants you to do stuff, you're more likely to be able to resist it. The bad news is you can't tap into the myth as well to use your myth move or to figure out what the myth is doing in the world as part of the mystery you're trying to solve. So it's a trade-off.
Okay.
So, TK, pick on you first. Which of your attributes do you want to increase by 1? It doesn't really matter. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Oh, God.
It matters. Don't ever believe him.
Michael.
Don't ever believe him. He's a monster.
Nothing will be fine.
He killed Beauregard. Never forget.
Juice died the other week.
Hashtag.
He deserved it though. He was pretty awful.
The real consideration, and your stats never go lower than -2 and never go higher than +3. So that's why they're all low numbers. Okay. This is just what you're going to add to rolls. Your basic choice is, do you want to be even more of a bruiser and kick that muscle up to 3, in which case it's pretty amazing, or do you I don't want to be dumb, so maybe I'm going to kick up my mind? Or
that's honestly what I'm stuck between, is do I want to have a little bit of smarts, or do I want to just beat the
out of people.
The shit.
I mean, you're fairly well balanced.
Yeah.
You're the only. I mean, Captain Merryweather has a little bit of everything except for myth. So I think it would be more fun if you were just like super roided out.
I think that'd be
let's go for
hilarious.
Let's do it.
Let's do
TK
it.
Bell just popping people.
Cool.
Don't mess with Tinkerbell.
Don't.
Right?
And since we're talking characters, your role move is bully, which means that when you manipulate someone, which is usually a mental thing, you're able to do it with your muscle, just because you're pretty and you're stacked, and you just like distract people such that they want to do whatever it is that you want them to do. And your myth move is cue the applause, which means if you're ever taken out, which means that you kind of have to flee or something else, you can roll plus your myth score, and you might be, well, either way, you're going to get 1 health back or one harm back. If you roll really well, you're restored to full health, and it's awesome. Roll not quite so good, you get 2 harm back, but you have to resist the fairy tale immediately. And if you get a miss, a 6 or below, you get 1 health back, which brings you back to kind of suffering, but you're taken over by the myth, and then you do crazy stuff, which is usually beating people up. Cool. So, right. Rummy, which attribute do you want to bump up?
Okay, I'm kind of torn between bumping up mind, just so I'm not negative anything,
yes,
or bumping up moxie. So if I'm trying to be like sneaky, sneaky,
that would
be
moxie,
move, or is that more? Okay, that's move.
Yeah.
Got it. Moxie, is that more like cheek?
It's cheeky, it's confident. Whether that confidence is earned or not is immaterial. So think of it like attitude.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll just do an extra in moxie.
Cool. You're going to be super moxied out.
I'm so moxied. I like the word too. So.
Which is good because you have mastered the sucker punch as your roll move, which means that when you act with force, you can use moxie instead of muscle. So you don't have to be strong. You're just wily.
I'm wily, like a coyote or a Rumpelstiltskin.
And, well, Rumpelstiltskin, your myth move is straw into gold. You're really good at turning worthless things into useful things. So at any time, you can roll plus myth and take something in the environment and turn it into something more useful. And that's great because it doesn't last forever. But if you're super successful, you can use that and you get a +1 on every roll that you can conceivably use that thing with. If it's a partial success, you get a +1 for everything you use it on and a -1 on everything you don't use it on. And if it's a miss, it has a problematic quality.
I would never miss though.
You guys will miss. But that's fine. So Captain Merryweather,
accepted.
You're good at everything but myth because you have made it to this high station in the PD and all these years without ever succumbing to your myth, which is good. Got a lot of kind of mundane experience, which is reflected in the fact that you have a +1 in everything except for myth. So do you want to be extra better at one of those things, or do you want to maybe be a little bit more in touch with your myth than you ought to be?
No. I would like to put a point into move.
Okay.
What is move?
Move is typically used for sneaking, or for like I might ask you to make a move just to test, not even a real, like not one of the standard moves, but like if you are trying not to fall off something, or you're trying to chase someone.
It's just kind of like an athletics type deal.
Basically, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it could be moving fast. It could be moving stealthy. You name it.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Awesome. And Agent Wolfe.
Yo, mind.
You're gonna kick up that mind to 3, so you're gonna be super smart. Cool. And now I just have to. So, you all work in the police department in Center City, we'll say. and it is a kind of gritty, grimy 80s Gotham style. There are not everyone in town is part of the myth, but a lot of people are, especially in the neighborhoods that your police department patrols. Specifically, you patrol the borough of Grimsville. So there's a high population of people who have settled here who come from one myth or another. And it is even seedier and grimier than other parts of the city. Your jobs are really threefold. One, do a normal police officer's job as long as you're a member of the department. Two, deal with any special situations that involve other mythical people. And three, keep yourself from mything out. That is more of a constant internal struggle because letting your myth show, losing control and having the myth take you over is bad and can lead to a lot of criminality. Like a lot of times, the crimes that you investigate, including some really, really bad ones, are just normal people who let their vigilance slip or maybe use their myth powers too often. Got that myth score up too high and eventually lost control and went on a killing spree. Or turned a bunch of people into bats or whatever the myth required. So those are your primary objectives. You probably have some individual objectives. I'm going to assume TK just wants to beat people up and get away with it. Captain Merryweather would love to be able to retire, but those gambling debts, though. So coming across some kind of big score so you can finally retire after all these decades. Rummy probably wants to get your reputation back. You used to be a decorated officer, and now you work out of a shack in the seediest part of town. Yeah. Wolfe just wants to eat people. Or whatever.
What are you talking about?
Or whatever. You tell me. You can want something other than that.
I'm trying to solve crime. What do you mean?
Yeah, but what do you really want?
I don't want to eat anyone. That's such a horrendous stereotype, Commissioner.
That's fine. I gotta
eat everybody. Come on.
I mean, you're probably going to, but that's fine. I dropped a link that should let you edit it so you can keep track of your harm now.
You're a harm.
Yes, it's true. So, let's dive in. So it is morning. At the police department headquarters. Captain Merryweather is in your office. It's one of these that, it's got a big glass wall, a big faux wood panel door. It's got some kind of janky, dusty blinds that you can lower if you need to have a private conversation. What does Merryweather's office look like? Is it well kept or is it a nightmare? I mean, we know it smells like cigars and whiskey.
I think it's like an organized chaos, like there's piles of paper and files, but she knows where everything is.
Yes.
But anybody else who tried to come in and find things would not be able to.
Yep. You use your laptop as a coaster and store stacks of files on your monitor. You probably have never turned it on. Awesome. TK is just showing up for work, probably with a black eye and some busted knuckles from the brawl in an alley last night. Just, for fun. Now, does TK, how close to a little tiny fairy does TK look? Like, all right, do you have little wings? Do you try to hide them? Are you just do you appear, unless you're mythed out, do you appear more just like a short person?
Definitely more of a short person. When I myth out, then my wings come out and, things get a little spicy.
Awesome. So a very short, very waifish officer, swaggers, we'll say, in. Agent Wolfe, you have been assigned here partly to, you had a little bit of an obsessive compulsive issue with the whole Red Riding Hood murder situation. So this is not quite a sabbatical, but you are an expert in fairy tale related crime. So folks thought, get you out of Capital City for a little bit, let you clear your head. How do you feel about being assigned to Storyville PD?
This is a backwater operation. I don't think any of these people know what they're doing. And I've been sent here as retribution because of the politics and bureaucracy involved up the food chain.
I mean, yes, it's true. And everything is super corrupt, by the way, if I didn't say that before. Potentially including you. Awesome. And how does Agent Wolfe look when he's not under the influence of the myth?
You mean? I look like myself. I'm proud to be a wolf.
So you wander around human, totally normal, non-mythical humans looking like a wolf in a suit.
Yeah.
Okay. That's probably another reason that you were assigned here.
Am I supposed to be ashamed of who I am, Commissioner?
No, you're just supposed to not attract villagers with pitchforks and torches. It's fine. That makes it more interesting for me.
Listen, in the big city, it's common. Out here, if they have a problem, they can bring it up with me.
Yes. And what will you do if someone has a problem and they bring it up?
I'm gonna huff and puff.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be fine. All right, cool. So, Rummy, we've already established that your offices are in a not so great place. What do they look like? And what do you look like?
I am very small and am very handsome to the right people. In my office, as it is in a bad part of town, but it is very, very classy. Thank you very much.
Yes. Well, speaking of classy,
Yes.
the sultry dame that just walked into your office is very classy. She has femme fatale written all over her. She also has a look of worry and almost a hunted look on her face as she...
Is that my fault?
Maybe. As she bursts in, you hear your receptionist out front say, "Oh, miss, you can't go in there," knowing that you're a wreck in the mornings. But just she comes in, big, wide-brimmed hat, a little tiny bit of a lace veil, just poured into a black velvet dress. She comes forward and does a little bit of a fake swoon for a second, then pulls out a cigarette and sticks it into a long cigarette holder and holds it out to you expectantly.
What do you expect me to do with that thing?
Give me a light, silly.
There's already lights on here. What are you doing here, sweet thing?
You know how to light a girl's fire, don't you?
Oh, God.
Oh, that's weird.
She pulls out a lighter, lights her own cigarette. It's like, maybe I should. And she goes back and opens the door and looks at it and goes, "No, this is the place." Rummy, I heard that you're the only person I can turn to. I'm in terrible danger.
Right now?
Yes, right now, this very moment. I had to risk my life to come to you, to plead for you to help me. She's super voluptuous.
Okay, yes, but I take this job very seriously.
She looks a little bit like a young Angelina Jolie, but like if Angelina Jolie ate food.
Oh, well, when you put it like that. What can I
Big
help
eyes,
you with?
dewy, as if she's been crying, or she's very good at looking like she's been crying. She's like,
Do you need a place to stay?
"No, someone's trying to kill me.
Oh.
I don't know who, but they've come after my sisters. I'm sure I'm next on the list."
What do you mean, your sisters? Where are they? Can you bring them here now?
No.
I think we could all fit in here. It's okay.
Well, maybe not Ursula. We share a certain origin, if you know what I mean.
Okay, let's cut to the chase. I feel like I need a lot more information from you. You can trust me. You can trust me.
We're witches. And someone is hunting us.
Yeah? Okay.
So they're gonna kill me, and I want you to find out who it is and stop them.
Oh, okay. Wow, that took a while to get there. Thank you. So you're a witch. So why can't you not do it yourself?
I don't know who it is. They've already bested Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Yes. She was the most powerful of us.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'm a little worried. This is outside my my realm, but I think I could enlist a few of my friends.
Yes, you're going to need to use every skill at your disposal, every resource, every favor you can call in.
Wait. Okay. I think I can help you. What are you offering?
Well, my eternal gratitude, of course.
Oh,
And piles of money.
piles of money.
She'll kind of look around and then snap her fingers, and all the shadows creep out of the corners and like down the walls and form this roiling mass that crawls up onto your desk and then swirls. And there's a big pile of money, and it's gold. It's not cash. It's old money.
Okay, okay, so I don't know if you've actually heard of me before, but I have as much gold as I want, despite appearances.
Oh, I know
But
I know what you can do. You can make gold out of anything for a little while. This is the real thing. This won't get you drummed out of the force. This is real money. It can't be disenchanted. You can buy anything your heart desires with this much treasure.
Okay, all right. Well, okay. We'll workshop it. Okay. But I think I can help you.
Excellent. Oh, I trust that you can. I am going to go into hiding. I'm going to use all of my powers to conceal myself. You might start, however, at the hut.
The hut?
You've heard of it, right?
Yes, of course I have.
It's a jazz bar.
You don't need to...
Like 5 blocks from here.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of that.
Okay.
I definitely leave and I go places and I talk to people. And I have friends.
Well, that's where they killed Baba. There's got to be clues there.
Baba is.
I can't go there. I'm afraid they might be watching me. I felt like someone was following me the last time I was walking through town.
Okay. Well, I will be right behind you. I will look everywhere behind you.
Okay.
Every piece of area behind you.
Okay, she was like, "Thank you," and then she backs out of the door. This is not what she was like. She's probably thinking, "Who gave me this recommendation? I'm going to turn them into a toad."
You, right behind you. I'm watching you.
Yes. She's like, do you need to know my name or anything?
No.
Okay. That's fine. So
we're not on a first name basis.
All right. So some unnamed witch leaves your office. What do you do?
I mean, she's cute, so I draw a picture of her.
Oh. Phew.
What?
I didn't know what you were about to do.
What did you think I was gonna say?
I have no idea.
Michael? My God. Jeez. So I draw a picture of her so I can remember her forever.
Okay.
And then And then I go online and because she seems to be trying to stay under the radar. So I might be able to find out some information about her.
Yes,
or call from friends or something.
You might be able to find a little bit of information out. Why don't you go ahead and I think this is kind of read a sticky situation.
Did you say it's sticky?
Yeah.
You're
sticky
not
in that
wrong.
it's complicated. Oh.
Wait, no, because it's complicated.
Yeah, right. Yes, because it's complicated and involves crime and witches.
Yeah.
So you're going to roll 2d6 and add mind. And then just tell me what number you got.
Okay, I got 7 and it says mind is -1.
Oh, so a 6.
Yeah, 6 is good, right?
No, 6 is the worst. I mean,
6
it's
is the worst.
6 and under is the worst outcome. So yeah, if you're curious what the outcome of a move is, it's in the move text. So in this case, when you read a sticky situation, roll plus mind. On a success, you can ask me questions. And if you act on the answer to those questions, you get a +1 on those rolls. If you get a 10 plus, you can ask me 3 questions. If you get a 7 to 9, you can ask me 2, and there's a list of potential questions. And on a miss, you get no questions, but things get worse.
Stickier?
Much stickier.
Gross.
So you are hunting around, and you discover the identity of the femme fatale. She is Maleficent, or Melissa, as she goes by in her non-myth guise. She is no joke. She probably was lying to you when she said that Baba Yaga was the most powerful witch in town. She's probably more powerful, and she is known to be a man-eater. You don't know for sure if it's like literally eat, but you know that she makes her displeasure very, very well known, generally by sending goons after people to cut out their hearts so she can eat them or whatever. So you think not doing everything that you can to help her is a sure death sentence or worse.
So you're saying I shouldn't have pulled out all the stops to flirt with her?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, man, those were my best moves.
So what do you do?
I gotta call in some reinforcements, right?
Well, you know Captain Merryweather from back in the day.
Oh, we've got some history, though.
Got some history, but you do have a few favors you might call in. And you are aware of the gambling problem.
Could take advantage of that. Does she know that the gold I make is fake?
That's why you were jumped out of the force.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's real gold for a while.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I should call good old Merryweather. See if I can enlist her for some assistance, being that I was offered some real dough.
Yes. Merryweather,
Yeah,
you are in the midst of dressing down Officer Bell for showing up all bloody knuckled, and another complaint has been filed by some mook who was like, I was just walking down the street and this little officer came in and just beat the crap out of me for no reason. She was laughing the entire time, saying, clap for me now, clap. So it was real weird. And you're just like, you've added it to the stack of complaints on your desk, organized chaos desk. When the phone rings, it's a big old rotary phone, big old school handset.
Hello.
Hello, Merryweather. It's so nice to talk to you again.
Oh my God, what do you need?
Oh, don't act like you're not excited to hear from me.
I'm thrilled.
I've got quite the sticky situation.
Gross.
Here.
I told you last time you tried to tell me about that stuff.
Very
I
sticky,
didn't want to know about
very
it.
sticky situation, Merryweather. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm-
TMI. I thought we talked about this.
We did, and I'm talking about it again.
Nah, jeez, bud.
No, it's sticky though, but
What kind of sticky we talking about?
so this woman. Hey, okay, I'm gonna be real with you. This woman scares me, and not in the way that normal women scare me. It's a different kind of scared. She came in and there's someone following her, but I can't quite figure out who it is. I think it's Malef. Have you heard of Maleficent?
Oh yeah, Melissa. She's crazy.
You've heard Melissa. You've heard of Melissa, right?
Yeah, she's a wild one. Why are you talking to me about Melissa?
What? Wait, do you know Melissa? You
Yeah, I
know her?
Melissa. Yeah, of course I know Melissa.
Oh,
She's the worst.
she's the worst.
Yeah.
She just came in asking for help.
Listen, I'm trying to remember which one she is, but I'm pretty sure she's the one that's from my past life, right?
Okay, here's the thing. She's green. There's the reality. She's green.
Yeah, it's definitely
okay.
definitely her.
Okay,
Yep.
I didn't want to beat around the bush. there.
She back in we had an incident. You know what I mean? I was
Do you
just
think
trying
that
to
has
get
anything to do with why she was here? She's being followed by someone,
well, good.
and they're trying to murder her.
Perfect. What are we doing about that? It sounds like we should let it take its course.
If anyone tries to murder her, then I die. And listen, I know.
Why do you die?
I know because I think she's gonna come after me if anyone goes after her.
Well, if she's dead, then you don't gotta worry about it. Rummy, we gotta listen. We need to go back to your lessons. Remember when I told you that I would help you out and maybe help you learn some things?
No.
Because you're struggling a little bit, bud.
Listen, I have Moxie, okay? I'm working hard.
Yeah, you are adorable. Listen.
Thank you.
I will try to figure out. Let me get someone in on this.
If you're friends with Melissa, could you get her to bring her sisters next time, maybe?
I would no. I don't know if we'd actually call it friends. You know, I mean, in the end, I kind of ended up on the winning side, and so there's just some bad blood. You know what I mean? There's just some bad blood.
But okay. But if you could get her to bring her sisters, that would be great. If you could do that next time too.
Yes.
I don't think we want all of those ladies in one place, Rummy. I think that's probably bad. They're very powerful ladies. You know what I'm saying? Rummy, I don't think you can handle those kind of ladies at the same time, all right?
You don't know what I can Merryweather, I've grown. I've grown as an investigator.
All right.
I'm
That's
in
fair.
tune. I'm in tune. Okay.
Okay. All right, here. Let me I just had to yell at TK. Just let me go deal with that, and then I'll try to get in touch with that new hot shot they brought over and see if he knows anything about it.
All right, and I'll be right there. You order lunch. I'll be right there.
That's fine, but you need to bring me some more whiskey, okay?
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Just spin some of the. Just don't spin any gold and bring me some whiskey, okay?
Okay. Well, hey, if it's real when it's here, then it's whatever. It won't hurt.
Hey, as long as the whiskey's real, that's all I care about. You got me, Rummy?
Anything for you, Merryweather.
That's right.
Speaking of which,
I'll talk to you soon.
Agent Wolfe has received a communique from the branch office.
Hello.
Saying, in fact, that then your camera goes away.
Yeah, it just crashed.
So you receive a communication from the branch office that there has been a brutal murder on your new turf. And you are being requested to investigate it. the identity of the victim is, they assume, Baba Yaga, the very, very powerful witch. She was
the victim of the murder.
Yes, the victim was. And, Baba Yaga is, well, Baba Yaga, but she's very well for herself. She has opened up a very popular kind of jazz bar. It's kind of on the edge of the seedy part of town. It has attracted a number of important people. And it is known that Baba Yaga is good friends with, check my notes, Councilwoman Gothel, who is the only mythological member of the city council. So you can anticipate that her murder is going to have some political complications.
Great. Love politicians.
Yep.
Makes my job 10 times harder.
There's a whole lot of like agitation in town for, equal rights for the mythological. Councilwoman Gothel's election was heralded as real progress. She got like 10% of the votes that she got were from non-mythological people, which is the highest that anyone has ever gotten. There, of course, are whiffs
around here in this backwater burg.
Yes, there are suspicions. Maybe it's just conspiracy theorists that the election was rigged, probably with magic.
Naturally, because a mythological person got something good for once, it had to be rigged with magic. I get it.
Yep, pretty much. Or they rigged it with magic because she's friends with Baba Yaga. Hard to tell.
Okay, well, cool. Let's go check it out.
At that point, Captain Merryweather calls you into their office.
Hey, you Wolf guy, get in here.
Yeah, it's Special Agent Wolfe. Thank you, Captain Merryweather.
Right, all right, Harry. Listen, I got to tell you something. There's something going on. You ever met Melissa?
No, I've never met Melissa. Does Melissa have a last name?
Listen, around here we don't need last names because there's only 10 people. Anyway, if you don't know Melissa, then you got something coming for you. Listen, she's this crazy.
Why are you talking
god.
like this?
I lost my voice the other night.
Something coming to me
Smoking
for not knowing
cigars.
some random person named Melissa.
That's right.
This is why this entire
scary.
operation is full of nonsense. They're punishing me, sending me here.
I've got big hairy quads. You need to relax, sir. And I told you to wear pants. Listen.
I'm wearing a full suit, sir.
With those. I'm sorry. I thought those were shorts. I didn't realize that you were wearing hairy pants, and that is my fault. This is just a new style, apparently, from the big city, probably. So honestly, here's the thing. Her real name is Maleficent. She is a witch. She's got some witch sisters. She's just kind of a witch in general. She and I had a go at it one time in not a good way. And I won, which was great, but she's, whatever. But she's in town and she says someone's chasing her, wants to kill her. I say we just let it happen. But I have been talking to some people and they, maybe have an interest in trying to suss out who's trying to kill her. And there might be money involved. I don't know. But anyway, it's a lot of details. You don't really need to know all of it. What I need you to do is I need you to put a bolo out on this Melissa, and we need to get some information from her.
Hold on. I got to rewind you here, Chief. Number one, you're okay with someone getting murdered?
Listen, if you're asking me about something I just said in the last 30 seconds, I can't help you. I put it out there. I don't know what it was, but if you didn't pick it up, that's not my problem.
No, I
do
picked
what
it
I
up.
asked you to do.
I just wonder why the captain of the police would be okay with someone being murdered.
And I wonder why the agent here in front of me would be okay with wearing hairy pants. But I didn't ask you why you were wearing hairy pants, did I? I told you to go do a job. Get out of my office.
Can I roll an insight on Captain Merryweather to tell how drunk she actually is right
You
now?
could absolutely roll to get inside someone's head.
All right. Just 2d6.
2d6 plus mind.
I rolled a 5. I rolled snake eyes.
Oh, how can things get worse?
Well, I don't see how they possibly could get worse. Did you hear this?
I'm gonna say you seize on the idea. Like, you just got the communique that you need to solve the Baba Yaga problem, the Baba Yaga murder. And the thought occurs to you, and you seize on this with great confidence, that it is likely that Melissa or Maleficent is responsible. You have decided, just kind of like everything clicks in your head, and based on what you're reading off of Captain Merryweather and the kind of disdain that she has for Melissa. Melissa must be bad news, and it has just risen
that I
to.
don't think that Captain Merryweather murdered her, because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, but things are getting worse.
Yeah, but you just rolled a 5.
Yeah, you have.
So,
I mean, Captain Merryweather is for sure drunk, but that's beside the point. I mean, it's 9 a.m., so that's, it is what it is.
I live on 10. Okay.
So right. But the downside is that you have Maleficent is now number 1 on your suspect list for the murder of Baba Yaga.
All right.
Maybe she's responsible.
She's also a witch. She's also a witch. She's in town. She shouldn't be here. And she's dangerous. I told you got something coming. She's dangerous.
Yes.
But I think you, as Mr. I'm more capable than everyone here, would seize this opportunity to prove your capableness in your hairy pants. Get out of my office.
Well, at that point, and by the way, Officer Bell has been sitting in your office this entire time. You were like mid dressing down and then got a phone call and then have had to deal with all this stuff. So Officer Bell's just sitting there.
I kick Agent Wolfe out, and then I pour like just 2 little things of whiskey cups, and I'm like, don't tell. We both do a shot of whiskey.
Cheers.
Awesome. Yes. And you know that Officer Bell is a problem drinker. So you're getting getting them
I'm
loaded.
One too, but gambling's more of an issue, so it's fine.
Awesome. Well, you are confident in sharing what little remains in your bottom shelf whiskey bottle, because Rummy is coming with a fresh bottle, and Rummy does.
Exactly.
So, Agent Wolfe, as you exit Captain Merryweather's office, a wee little man carrying a brown bag that obviously has a liquor bottle in it kind of scurries by you.
Hey, what's your name? Yeah, you.
Me?
Little man, what's your name, little man?
No, Rummy.
But you can't guess.
I don't give a shit. What's your name?
I bet
I'll
you
never
can't.
tell. If you can guess, I'll give you a shot of whiskey.
All right, I'm gonna get my handcuffs out. Turn around. Turn around.
Merryweather, control.
Can I go out and be like, Wolf?
Well, hold on. It sounds like Agent Wolfe is either attempting to intimidate someone,
Yep.
or act with force.
Intimidate.
All right, cool. Go ahead and roll that up then. It's a roll plus muscle.
No, I get to use mind because of my intimidate.
Right.
Man in black. And I rolled 2 6s, which gives me 15.
Whoa.
Max. So, what threat? What implicit
Rummy.
threat are you making? Like, I'm gonna take you in, or else.
Yeah,
what's the or
I'm
else?
going to throw you in solitary.
Okay.
You're going to be alone forever.
Okay.
I don't see the problem.
So it is your choice, Rummy. You can either cave in and do what Agent Wolfe wants, or Agent Wolfe is going to throw you in solitary, which is going to be problematic for the rest of the That's fine.
Okay, all right. Calm down. It's my stick. You're not very fun, are you?
No.
My name is Rummy. P.I. Thank you.
All right, Rummy. Listen, the captain is already drunk enough. Give me the bottle.
No.
All right. Here we go with the handcuffs then.
Wait, no. That was you just wanted my name. You just wanted my name, Agent Wolfe.
This is what you hear. This is what pulls you out of your stupor, Captain Merryweather. You hear Rummy's little squeaky voice.
This is a separate thing. I gave you my name.
Oh,
That's
okay,
my
there.
identification.
Hey,
now
Rummy,
Yes.
get in my office. Agent Wolfe, go find Melissa. Crying outside.
And I run away.
I'm not done with you.
You do a little jump up and click your heels as you scuttle into the office.
I'll be like,
believe they
go
sent me
prove
here.
your superiority, Mr.
Can't
Wolfe.
believe they sent me here, of all places.
Okay, so while Rummy, Captain Merryweather, and Officer Bell get loaded early in the morning on duty, which is perfect. That's how it should be. Agent Wolfe, you have two sets of orders. You have orders from the branch office telling you to investigate the mysterious and very brutal and disgusting death of Baba Yaga, and you have your captain's orders to track down Maleficent.
Yeah, well, look, I'm not a dummy. I gotta go to the scene of the murder before these idiots gum it all up. So let me go there and check for clues first, and then we'll deal with the Melissa problem after that.
So what kind of car does Agent Wolfe drive? Is it like a black K car?
Wait, question.
Yeah.
Is Agent Wolfe doing this by himself, or did I send TK with him?
You can decide to send TK with him.
I feel like he needs a partner of some sort, yeah?
Yeah,
And
sure.
TK,
Yes.
do you know what Melissa looks like?
Yeah,
She's
she's
green.
that green lady.
Yeah. Okay. TK, go with Agent Wolfe then.
I work better alone, Captain.
Yeah, you work better with hairy pants. Go get him.
So you get TK loaded and then send her off with Agent Wolfe. Perfect. I approve.
If he's as great as he says he is, he'll be able to handle her. Okay.
Awesome. So a little small officer
Right.
kind of sways out and follows you.
As I sway out.
Does Officer Bell want to drive?
No, God, no. Listen, I drive a classic muscle car. It's black rims. Everything about it is black. It's black. There's an awesome hood ornament. It is a wolf. It is on the front. If you touch my ride, you will suffer the consequences. Get in and do not vomit. This is classic.
Yes, sir. It's not like I could drive this anyways. I think my legs wouldn't reach.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And it's a stick.
You're drunk. You can't drive it because you're drunk, officer. That should be the reason.
What I'm capable of when I'm under the influence.
Listen, I don't want to find out. I don't need a babysitter. I know what you're onto, okay? We will investigate Melissa, but first, we need to go to the murder scene of Baba Yaga before this police department's people mess it all up and ruin all the evidence.
All right.
Get in.
As long as I can punch something or someone.
Also, grab me that box of donuts. I'm hungry.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. So we get a quick montage of the police officer and the agent getting into the muscle car. A little bit of burning rubber as you gotta put the dome light on the top, wheeling through town at reckless speed, of course, because you have to.
It's efficient.
Yes. Vendors or little old ladies diving out of the way as you barrel through the streets. And you pull up in front of the hut.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little chintzy. and during the daytime, very grimy. You have to imagine in the, you know, the glamour of the evening and a little bit of booze in you, it might look really nice, but this is the harsh light of day. It looks a little bit sad and pathetic, but then again, all bars do. There is a police line. There is some caution tape, and there are a couple of officers. These just from, you can never really tell. I mean, you can tell with you because of how you choose to look, but you can never be sure whether you're dealing with a mythological person or not, but these would appear to be non-mythological.
I will walk up directly to them.
One of them,
Agent Wolfe.
I'll look at you. One of them say, "Ho ho! Now, where do you think you're going?"
I'm going to investigate my crime scene. This is Officer T.K. Bell. She's inebriated. Don't worry about it.
I am sober as a doorknob.
they look at each other and say, "Yeah, a bunch of mythies showing up drunk, of course."
Listen, I'm going to intimidate.
Ooh, okay.
I got a 6. Heck.
Oh.
Time for some new die. It's either real low or real high.
So, Agent Wolfe, you try to summon authority and gravitas to try to, and you're a Fed, and you outrank them, and you know more. They're just lowly patrolmen.
Yeah, and they're racist.
For sure.
Obviously, and they don't deserve my respect. They need to get out of my way.
Yeah. But it has the opposite of the intended consequence. They start mocking you. "Oh, I'm coming in. I'm the big bad wolf. Oh, get out of the way. This is my crime scene. Are you going to huff and puff and blow it down if we don't? Uh-oh, be careful."
I'm going to just ignore them and walk past because obviously I failed.
TK.
So I feel kind of bad on the inside.
TK, how do you like it when the non-mythological make fun of people?
It just gets under my skin, and I can feel my wings wanting to pop out a little bit because I'm a little waisty pants. I'm not really controlling it that much. I'd kind of like to act with force and maybe punch one of them in the gut.
Think you probably should. Now, are you trying to, because you have, this one thing we haven't covered, you've got some gear. So
yes.
Everyone with the exception of Rummy has a badge. Rummy has an expired private investigator's license. You all have a couple of weapons. Actually, in your case, Officer Bell, you have 3. You have a truncheon, which you can use to whack someone over the head, do some harm, or just knock them out if you're successful. You have a pistol, which has 2 harm, which is generally enough to kill people, and it's very messy. There's always a complication for using your pistol. And then you have your wand.
Right.
Which can do a lot of harm, but it does mean you're using your myth, which means you have to resist the myth if you use it.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll use my good old-fashioned truncheon.
Okay, cool. All right. Roll to act with force.
Right.
D6 plus muscle.
D6. Oh no. Where's my muscle?
It's plus 3.
It's 4.
Oh, what? That's not possible.
No, it's
you
not.
rolled 2d6, right?
Oh, wait. 2. Oh, it's 5.
Oh no, double 1s plus 3?
Yeah.
That is the worst that is possible. It's still nearly a success.
That booze.
Booze.
Cool. I need you both now, if you wish to so it's your choice. You can either act with force again, because you're going to enter a brawl, or I think you could act under pressure to try to not get sucked in. But it's gonna be tough. That these guys are like, that's it. If they had boxing gloves on, they would have thrown them down to the ground and gone bare knuckle. They're done. They're ready to rock. So I can guess what Officer Bell is gonna do. Agent Wolfe, these guys are now spitting mad as Officer Bell pulls out her truncheon and goes to whack one of them, but just kind of like stumbles and hits the wall, and then like apologizes to the wall. I'm sorry, ma'am. And turns around blearily and looks at these two officers. You're coming up next.
Officer Bell, please ignore these idiots. We have a job to do. Violence is not going to help suss out who done it.
It's too late for kind words. You can either act under pressure to attempt to like sidestep them, or you can directly engage.
Oh, they're coming after me?
Oh yeah, there's two of them. One's coming after each of you. They're about to engage in a street brawl with you.
What are they armed?
Yeah.
Are they brandishing a weapon?
No. They're looking to bare knuckle it. I mean, they're not pulling out guns to shoot you.
Great. Fine. We can fisticuff if these dummies want to fisticuff, I suppose.
Yes.
Cool. Each of you roll to act with force. Now, you have some things you can do that are really, really awesome. You can use your myth gear. If you use your myth gear, you get a +2 on the roll.
I got a 9.
I will allow you to even switch to your myth gear afterward. Like you can kind of switch it up if you would like. So
I got a 9 as well.
Oh, 2 9s. Excellent. So that means you get to choose 2. You can either take definite hold of something or someone or of the situation. You can suffer little harm because you guys are throwing hands. If you don't choose to suffer little harm, you're going to take some harm. You can choose to inflict terrible harm, +2 to harm, or you can impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy. So just pick 2.
I'm gonna catch this guy's fist and then like growl at him and intimidate him.
So you're suffering little harm and impressing, dismaying, or frightening the enemy.
Correct.
Cool. What are you doing, Officer Bell?
Oh, I'm inflicting terrible harm.
Okay. And your second choice?
And I guess like kind of flexing and like trying to intimidate a little bit.
Cool. All right. So, Agent Wolfe, cool as you please, reaches up a big mitt that maybe is bigger than it was a second ago. Maybe the nails are a little bit more claw-like, catches the guy's hand, takes no harm, and does a little bit of a in his face and growls with the big teeth. This guy is, he suddenly loses his interest in going around with you, which is a good decision, as Officer Bell murders the other one.
Whoops.
So just like jumps up on this guy, and you take 1 harm because you did not reduce harm by 1. So you do take a harm, but that's just bruises and bumps. You can rest that off. You knock this guy down and then just start wailing on him with your truncheon, like long past the point where he needed subdual.
I'm gonna.
The other officer was like, gang violence. Yeah, gang violence. I didn't see who it was, but a bunch of youths came up and beat up. Oh, poor Smitty. His brains are all over the his poor kids. But no, I don't want to die. Yeah, I won't say anything. I promise.
I mean, this was already a murder scene, so at least we don't need to add any more tape.
You can just move the tape perimeter around a little bit to cover the new murder spot.
Yeah. Do I have handcuffs sized for Officer Bell?
I mean, you could try.
I mean,
but this happens. This is like a Tuesday. This happens all the time. It's not that unusual
here, but it's illegal. I'm an agent, and this officer just performed murder because of an insult.
Yeah, they were attacking you.
What do you expect me to do, Officer Bell?
It's fine. This is just a typical Tuesday, you know.
Is it a typical Tuesday for Smitty's wife and kids? He might have been an asshole, but he put food on the table for some innocent children.
That's what police pensions
I
are
just
for.
make the world a little bit better. I took out one asshole.
I'm gonna have to write this up at the very least, and I'll let Captain Merryweather deal with it. I'm guessing she'll give you a high five and promote you, but just so you know, this kind of shit doesn't fly with me. All right, you're gonna need to not murder people.
I didn't realize Wolfe really liked paperwork.
I love paperwork.
Yes. So, for reference, different types of characters have different thresholds before they die. Civilians have a 1. Mooks, and these guys are mooks, have a 2. Perps have a 3, and villains have 4, maybe more if they're super extra villains. So, like, a civilian you can kill if you choose to with 1 hit from your truncheon. This guy, you just beat him to a pulp until he died.
That's fine. I'm fine with it.
But it is. It's like, well, whatever. He lipped off. This is how things go here in the city.
Yeah, it's fine.
Perfectly in character. So,
All right.
picking yourselves up off the pavement, you make your way into the hut. It looks like the world's biggest slap chop went off in here, or maybe like a really disgusting Gallagher concert.
Aren't they all?
But it smells wonderful.
Okay. What does it smell like?
A combination of bacon and gingerbread.
Bacon and gingerbread.
Yeah.
Does that remind me of anything?
Bacon and gingerbread.
Okay, thank you. It just seems like an odd combination. That's
Well,
all.
you can certainly read a sticky situation if you'd like.
I'd like 12.
Ah, beautiful. So on a 12, you get to 12 or 10 plus, you get to ask 3 questions. Who or what's most vulnerable to you is probably not important here. And we can be a little bit, we can be kind of creative. It doesn't have to be worded exactly like those. So consider those questions to be inspiration material.
Sure. Well, first off, what here is hidden or not what it seems?
You see on the stage, it's one of these little bump out stages. There's a mic on a stand. There's maybe like a saxophone in a stand. There's a little drum set. That whole area has just been sprayed with gore and knocked around. You see parts of Baba Yaga.
Mm-hmm.
What's hidden are the other parts. You see probably about 2/3 of Baba Yaga.
All right. Second question. Where do I think the explosion of Baba Yaga originated from in the room?
There on the stage.
Okay.
And I will say you get closer, being careful to step around the pools of blood and viscera.
Mm-hmm.
She was hacked to bits.
Which, based on the location of the splatter and all that stuff, do I think she was facing out and attacked from behind?
It looks like she was attacked from the front. Now, that counts as part of the same second question. Yeah,
Okay.
You kind of CSI it. It looks like you could even tell that the microphone was knocked down before she was killed. And there are some tables that have been jostled a bit. It looks like she was backing up and then kind of stumbled onto the stage, knocked over the microphone, and then was set upon by machetes, big knives, swords, some large, heavy, very, very sharp weapon.
Okay.
And
And
it's
about-
overkill. I mean, she was stabbed long after she was dead.
Okay. And how long ago did this occur?
Last night.
Was it
Probably after closing. You're gonna
after
guess.
close?
Yeah, you're gonna guess 6 hours ago.
All right. Well, we got to figure out who had access to this place after hours.
Yep.
I would assume they're employees.
Yes, but it's early in the morning in a bar and there's no one there.
Right. But does she have records?
Yeah, you can go
Pay
back to the
stubs?
office. I will say, because that was, I mean, all the stuff about the murder, the actual method of murder was kind of part of the same thing. I will also say that you should be on the lookout for the rest of Baba Yaga.
Okay. Listen, Officer Bell, if you can handle it, why don't you look for the rest of Baba Yaga? Maybe check the kitchen. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and look at some records because we got to figure out who the likely suspects are as far as people to speak with. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, Officer Bell, everything by the book. Okay?
I mean, I can't make any promises.
I
I
mean,
will try my best. Then I secretly take a shot.
Out of your hip flask.
Yeah.
I literally can see you drinking out of a flat. You're already drunk. Well, how much more alcohol do you need?
A lot more to be able to deal with this. I'm also really hungry, so I might find where this bacon is coming from.
Yes. Well, investigating the
Yeah,
kitchen is a perfect job for you. So
Just make sure that the bacon isn't Baba Yaga. All
well,
right.
we'll see. So, Agent Wolfe, you make your way back to the office. The office actually has an occupant. It is a little old lady. She has a little bonnet on. She has some yellow cleaning gloves. She has a little caddy with a bunch of cleaning things. And she's just sitting in a chair in the office, just freaking out.
Ma'am, I'm Special Agent Wolfe.
Oh,
Flash
thank goodness you're here. Did you see what they did to her? Who could do
Yes,
such
I
a thing?
did. I was hoping you could tell me that.
I
Where
don't.
were you last night?
At my home. Surely you don't suspect me. I just clean here.
I'm just asking questions, ma'am.
No, I came in to clean in the morning like I do every Wednesday or Tuesday, whatever day it is. And I opened it up and it smelled so good. And I was so hungry, but then I saw what they did to her and I called the police and they said they would send someone to take care of it. Are you here to take care of it?
Yeah, we're working on it. Listen, is the gingerbread and bacon smell, is that not normal for the hut?
No, it usually smells like stale booze.
And you didn't see anybody out of the ordinary, inside, outside, watching, maybe from a car?
I wasn't looking. I just come in and clean.
Mm-hmm. And so you saw all of that, called the police, and you've just been inside this room since, yes?
They told me not to leave. They said they would have questions for me.
And here
Did I do the right thing, officer?
You did great. Yes. What's your name?
Dolores.
Dolores. Do you have a last name, Dolores?
Yeah, Gregory.
Dolores Gregory. How long have you known the deceased?
Oh, I assume that's Baba. 15 years?
Okay. Have you always been just the cleaning lady, or does your relationship with the deceased extend beyond a professional one?
No, I've just been cleaner. I used to clean her place. And then when she opened this place up, I kind of retired from doing because I can't clean an entire castle by myself. And hers, well, it's a hut technically, but it's really like a big castle on the inside, and it walks around and it's always hard to find. So I kind of semi-retired, and then she gave me this gig cleaning up here a couple times a week.
So you go a couple times a week?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I don't see her much because she tends to sleep late because she's up late at night entertaining.
Right. Do you know of anybody that may have wanted to hurt the deceased?
I mean, there are some fairy tale folk that might have something against her.
Like who specifically?
Well, anyone who comes from a lineage of children who were kidnapped by Baba Yaga in the stories.
So she was a human trafficker? Is that what you're telling me?
No. She was just of the Baba Yaga line, and someone might want to do something bad to her because of that. But this, I mean, there's a lot of mythical people here in town, and I think most people just try to live and let live, you know?
How do you feel about mythological people?
Oh, I dated a mythological person once.
Yeah, I bet your best friend is mythological. I got it.
No, but he kept wanting to kiss me when I was asleep. I thought it was kind of gross.
Yeah.
Like he had
Prince
this, like
Charming, huh?
he had this like thing about like waiting until I was asleep, and then he would like watch me sleep, and then he'd be like, "If you wake up, don't move."
Yeah,
It's real weird.
It's a real weird fetish these princes have.
Yeah.
All right.
But he was really
you got
cute,
out
though.
of that situation. I'm sure. He probably rode a horse and was real rich, and
Yeah.
anger issues. His father. Yeah, it's a typical prince, we call him. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen. Is there anything else you need to tell me about this situation?
Just the Baba was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
She hadn't had any kind of incident with, the myth stuff in it as long as I've known her. I mean, aside from the walking hut, that's actually a castle thing, but that just kind of comes with the territory.
Sure.
But she's been straight for 2 decades and was a real pillar of the community. I hope you find who did this to her.
One more question, and then I'll let you go. Have you seen Melissa, aka Maleficent, at all in the past couple weeks? Sniffing around, maybe at the club, anything like that?
No, they don't. I'm never here at night. I'm an old lady.
Okay.
But I know that
were there other employees that do work at night?
I'm sure there's like bartenders and bouncers and doormen and performers and stuff like that. But like I literally go to bed at 9 o'clock.
Understood. All right, ma'am. Well, thank you for your help. You're free to go.
Awesome. Officer Bell, you
Yes.
step into the kitchen. This is definitely the source of the smell.
Awesome. Is there bacon?
Well, you don't see any bacon, but what you do see, and you can even like tell when you walk in the kitchen, it's very warm in there. You probably check to see, if the ovens are on. They aren't, but they probably were on a while ago. And this is like top grade programmable. She clearly invested a lot in this kitchen. But on the cooling rack near the oven are little gingerbread witches. And they smell delicious.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna eat one.
Awesome. Yeah, it is maybe a little bit more savory than you anticipated. Like
All right.
kind of like a salted caramel kind of thing happening.
Is it a salted caramel thing, or like, am I able to tell that it's maybe?
I think
something?
probably by the time you finish the first one and go to pick up the second one, it starts to work its way through your half-drunk mind. It's like, this tastes. I mean, it's good. It's very good. But you're pretty sure that you have found the missing pieces of Baba Yaga.
Fantastic. I'll eat half of the second cookie, and then I'll pack up the half and the other one.
Yeah.
And evidence.
There's a lot of them.
Great.
Someone made like a double batch in both ovens.
Oh, cool. So I'll fully eat two.
Yeah. Okay. You're like, oh no, it's her.
I'm just gonna finish this one.
Yes. You can't have just one.
No, you can't. It's too good.
So, Agent Wolfe, as you are finishing up with Dolores, Officer Bell shows up, holding a Ziploc bag with a bunch of cookies, and they're clearly still warm. They're steaming up the inside, and you can smell just on their clothes as they walk in that wafting of like caramelized bacon and gingerbread. They also have crumbs all over their mouth.
Officer Bell does?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get a little hungry in there, or?
Just a little bit. I don't. I mean, you could eat one of these if you wanted, but I think maybe you shouldn't eat it.
Why do you think that?
I think I found the missing pieces.
You think Baba Yaga was baked into a cookie or many cookies?
Yeah.
And you ate them.
I mean, I ate them not knowing, and then mid-second cookie, I put 2 and 2 together, and I already started, so I had to finish. So
right.
yeah. You want to
At
try
this
one?
point, nothing is really surprising. I really don't.
Don't you have a history of like eating people though? Wouldn't you be able to like tell for sure if I'm right?
I've
Yeah.
never actually eaten anybody. It's all spin. It's all rumor. It's not
Do you
my
want
jam.
a shot? I can give you a shot first.
Look,
And then you
I've
can...
been a vegan since 2003. All right. I have to fight against trope all the time. No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
All right.
Out of
I scooped
fun,
another one.
because you mentioned it, Agent Wolf, and because Officer Bell is straight up tempting you with your fairy tale trope, I would like you to roll to resist the fairy tale.
All right.
That's a roll plus myth. And this is the one where rolling low is good.
I rolled a 6 minus 1 is 5.
Excellent. So you do feel a little bit of a tug. But you do what you always do and just kind of push it down. So you don't feel compelled to snack on cannibal cookies.
As tempting as that offer is, officer, I am going to pass because it is evidence in a murder case. And frankly, I don't have much of an appetite when I see this much dismemberment and blood everywhere. By the way, did you do any actual detective work, such as dusting for prints or investigating the kitchen, other than just eating cookies?
Nah, I just ate the cookies.
Great. Well, let me go take care of the actual work. If you want to head outside, I guess that'd be great. You could just,
You could
make
keep
sure
the
not-
rats off the body of the other cop that you murdered.
Yeah, maybe just
yeah, I
not
can do
murder
that.
anyone else for the time being. That'd be useful. Thank you.
It's fine. I'll keep people away. I'll just offer them a cookie.
I'm just gonna assume you're joking, and I'll walk. I'll walk into the kitchen.
I mean, Officer Bell knows to save at least one for evidence.
Exactly.
So go ahead and read a sticky situation there, Agent Wolf.
That's gonna be an 8.
All right. So you get 2 questions.
I need clues. Is there anything obviously out of place in here,
Well-
other than cannibal cookies?
Yeah. So what here is hidden or not what it seems.
Sure.
You do a quick, I mean, the crime scene will come in and do a full dusting, but you do just a quick dust with powder. You find many sets of fingerprints, but you're focusing primarily on like the things that people would have needed to touch to bake cookies recently.
Right.
And although you get, many sets of fingerprints, there are 2 sets that are very clear. There are 2 different sets, however.
Okay.
So
I
you
will
think that
somehow
means there might be it might be 2 perps.
Okay. I will somehow circle or denote this for the crime scene investigators later that I need these 2 particular sets ID'd ASAP.
Cool.
Unless there's a way that I can do it myself.
No, you can just like send a voice memo.
Yeah.
Clarissa, tell them to check the prints. Yeah. You have one more question.
What's in the garbage?
Well, there are, packets that stuff came in. There's like the fronds of carrots and some cast off. There are some teeth and bones.
Yeah, that's not normal, right?
It's the kind. It's clearly human or mythological teeth and bones.
Right.
The parts that would be difficult to bake into cookies.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm good then. If there's nothing else that's like sticking out.
Yep. crime scene will do their work. Forensics will show up and do the actual investigation. And you'll need to file a report about the second murder, just so they don't get confused and think that they're related.
All right. Well, we should probably head back to the precinct to talk about that situation.
All right. So Rummy and Captain Merryweather are, I assume, reminiscing over bad old times.
Yes, and drinking whiskey. But you gotta understand too, like, I'm a fairy godmother. I could put a lot of whiskey away and still be able to like be a person. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Absolutely.
like a hardened Irish. I don't think I'm Irish though.
Yeah.
I don't know where I actually come from, but yeah.
I mean, if things
we're
get
just
get
drinking
too
and
weird, you
hanging
can
out.
just like pull out the wand and fix it.
Yeah.
as
like,
long
whatever.
as no one sees.
Yeah, basically.
And Rummy's just real weird and creepy, so you can't really tell
Yeah,
when
so
Rummy's
it doesn't
drunk.
matter. You can't even notice, yeah. So it's fine.
So Agent Wolfe and Officer Bell come barreling into your office there, Captain Merryweather. Officer Bell is still carrying a now half empty Ziploc bag. There is a little waft of gingerbread and bacon that comes in with them. Your stomachs growl.
Please
What
don't
happens?
eat. Please
What
don't
do
eat
you
the
have
cookies.
in that bag, in that evidence bag there?
Please don't eat the
TK?
cookies.
Well, I mean, if you want to try one and back up my theory, I
Please-
think you should.
Please don't eat the
They're
cookies.
delicious,
Wait,
but
hold
also
on. What is your theory, TK? I want to know.
there might be cannibal cookies.
All right, listen. I don't know what cannibal cookies taste like, so give me one of them.
I hand her a cookie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a cannibal cookie. 100%.
Yep. It's slightly spicy because of the gingerbread. Sweet, a little bit savory, and there's a little like it's less of a taste, more of like a gamey kind of aftertaste.
Perhaps,
Oh, yeah, I'm tasting it.
I do know what they taste like, so perhaps I should confirm.
Here, share this one with me.
All
Here you
right.
go. Here you go.
I'm keeping notes of all of this stuff to report back to the agency.
Yep.
It's not the best one I've had, but it's pretty good.
All right.
You know who used to make great cannibal cookies?
Who's that?
Was that lady, the one with
With the house, with that.
the
house
yeah,
in the,
remember
like,
she had
the
those
forest?
kids, those
Oh,
what was it,
yeah,
Harry
really
and
big- with the-
Georgetta?
The double ovens.
Yeah.
Oh,
I actually,
yeah.
you know what? I heard that that kitchen was featured in Home and Gardens because
Yeah.
it was such a nice kitchen.
Home
Yep.
and gardens.
Yeah, both of them. Well, it's
both
one,
of
but
them?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
It is true. The blind witch was known for making really delicious cookies, and specifically gingerbread.
Yeah, but that probably doesn't have anything to do with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not that we're dealing with a bunch of witches here, Captain. Rummy, listen, you mentioned that Maleficent might have been somehow related to the deceased.
Yeah, I think she said so. I don't know. She was talking about her sisters, and I kind
Great.
of got distracted after that part.
Captain, who else are the sisters of Baba Yaga? Is this blind witch a sister of Baba Yaga? The
I
one
don't know.
known for making gingerbread cookies out of people?
Yep.
Here's the thing, right? All the witches, they like run together in my head. I
Yeah,
can't remember which ones are related, and
Yeah,
Do you have a
see how
storybook here?
I don't see how the two things have anything to do with each other.
Are you
Oh.
an idiot, you tiny person?
wow, hey, that is. Listen, I'm gonna have to put a demerit on your record for that.
Okay.
Can we give Office Agent Wolfe a demerit, please? Can we give him a demerit? Thank you.
Can I get
Fine.
Can I get like a anti-gold star and put it on like a pin or pin board or something?
Yeah, I just grab a gold sticker and slap it on Rummy's shoulder.
Listen, Captain Merryweather, Because you're handing out merits and demerits, I should also report that Officer Bell murdered a police officer on the scene for insulting the mythological. So do you want to give them a demerit?
Yeah. Which one? Which officer?
Smith.
Oh,
Smitty.
that guy was a jerk.
Right? See, valid.
Yeah. You know what though? He was this close to being popped by somebody. He's running his mouth about. Does he know that this place is run by mythological? Like it just. Listen, when you talk like that, you get yourself caught up at the wrong place in the wrong time, and that's just one of those things that happens here, Agent Wolfe. And you're gonna have to just come to understand that, okay?
I understand. Doesn't mean I accept it. So I've done my job. Let it be known that I reported the offensive and horrendous conduct of this drunken officer, murdering folks, protecting the sign. The even if he was a dick, and he was a dick, clearly, I don't think that he deserved to be murdered.
Your due diligence is duly noted.
Great.
Wolf, I run in different circles, and you know, I feel like it's a lot for you to be running off your mouth about following the rules when I know exactly what you've done.
Yeah, really? Okay. I'm sure that since you know so much about the history of all things, you can tell me if this blind witch is the sister of Baba Yaga or not.
I just don't see how that's related.
Captain Merryweather, you do know that although they are not sisters by blood, that the mythologicals that share the witch myth or heritage, that would be Maleficent, Baba Yaga, Councilwoman Gothel, Ursula, of course, Frau Truda, and I said Baba Yaga, that they often, back in the day, used to run around, and they called themselves the Sisterhood. Back when they were all kind of young and full of themselves, causing a ruckus around town.
So
You yourself are kind of, I mean, you're a fairy godmother, but you're like witch adjacent, and maybe like in your misspent youth, you're like, I'm kind of a witch, sort of. And like maybe went on a few little outings with them, so you know them pretty well. And yes, the blind witch is another one of them.
Is part of it.
Yes.
Okay, well, here's the deal, Agent Wolfe, Mr. Smart Guy. Just because you say you're someone's sister doesn't normally mean that you have to be their sister. You know what I'm saying?
Whether or not they're actually related doesn't matter, Captain. What I'm trying to do is connect a suspect who is known with the MO of baking people into gingerbread with the deceased who was baked into gingerbread cookies. Does this not make sense? Am I the drunk one? Am I an idiot? I'm starting to believe it might be me who's the dumb one.
You said it, all right? We should put that on the record. You want things on the record? Put that on the record.
I'll put that on
Rummy.
the wall.
Yeah, just write it right on the wall. Here's a marker.
Yeah,
I throw Rummy a marker.
Thank you. And I'll put a star up and I'll cross it out. I'm going to cross it out.
Do you have the internet here in this police department? Is that a thing? Can I just go? I'm just going to go to my desk, which literally has like a cactus and a laptop and nothing else, and just look up the information that I'm trying to suss out while these fine professionals are drinking and doing whatever they're doing.
All right, listen, Agent Wolfe, I'm going to be straight with you, okay?
I can't hear you, Captain. I'm at my desk.
They are sister. I'm yelling out my door at him. They are sisters, but not by blood. It's called the sisterhood. Everybody knows about it. Go get your own internet. And I go back into my office.
Cool. Yes, but no roll needed. A quick Google will tell you that, yes, in fact, the blind witch, not completely blind, just she was called out because she wore like really thick Coke bottle glasses. She was the one who always like held the other witch's hair back when they got sick after going to the bar. She was always the one that was just like, no, we've got to leave. Yeah, she was that one. And in fact, she does run a string of bakeries.
All right.
She's quite successful, in fact.
Yeah. I'm gonna call up the bakeries until I find which store she's working at today.
You know that it's like a franchise. So
Yeah.
the original Grandma's Bakery is here in the more mythological side of town, and you're able to easily pull up the address.
Great.
And she apparently resides on premises.
Okay. I'm gonna head back into Captain Merryweather's office. Captain, I'm gonna go investigate the Grandma's Bakery. Maybe talk to her, see what might be going on. I'm just letting you know because of procedure. I'm assuming the three of you don't want to come along and in fact want to just sit here and drink.
No, TK will go with you. TK, go with him.
Great.
Captain Merryweather.
You sure I can't also bring Rummy? You
Yeah, sure.
Rummy?
Rummy, you want to hop in the back too? Go with him, Rummy, if you want.
Yes, I can fit on the dashboard.
Captain
should
Merryweather,
never have
your
said that out
phone
loud.
rings.
Ah, God bless it. Hold on. Hello?
You pick up the phone. It is a familiar voice from your misspent youth. It is Councilwoman Gothel. Merryweather.
Councilwoman Gothel.
Yes.
To what do I owe this pleasure?
It's not a pleasure. Someone is
I know.
targeting the sisters. We need you to take this in hand personally and ensure that the miscreant is found.
I'll tell you what,
We
we're
can't
already on it.
have the normals thinking that they can act against us with impunity, especially not now that we've made such political inroads in the past few election cycles.
I agree. Actually, I've got Officer TK already taking care of that today a little bit. I am currently sending our new hotshot to go take care of it. So he's doing the investigating, something about blah,
Merryweather,
blah, blah.
that doesn't sound like you taking it personally in hand.
Listen,
Do I need to speak to the commissioner?
no, I got it.
I mean, I know you're looking forward to that big fat pension when you can finally retire. It'd be a shame if someone threw a wrench in the works. I'm sure you can do another decade or two behind the desk.
Listen, I got it. When
All
I
right.
say I got it.
Take care of it and report back to me. Click. You've all been sitting in Merryweather's office listening to one side of that conversation.
Bad news, everybody. I gotta come with you too.
I think that's very good news.
Oh, Rummy, you're so nice to this old lady. Let's do it.
I hand her my flask and I'm like, one for the road, boss.
I'm like, you need to refill this thing before we leave. Hey, pull the car around, Agent Wolfe.
Sure the sunroof is open.
I haven't been on
I
a field
grabbed
trip
2
like this
boxes
in a
of
long
donuts
time.
on the way out.
All right. Yes. Just speed horking that stuff. Just
I don't even care if these donuts are vegan or not at this point.
they're for sure not. Someone has sprinkled a few of the cannibal cookies in, but you managed not to eat them. But
Excellent.
yes. And I'll say on your way out, you managed to at least log the three remaining cannibal cookies into evidence before they mysteriously disappear.
Perfect.
And a number of the officers kind of go, "Oh, what are these cookies? Oh, they smell really good. What is that? Bacon?"
Yeah, that's human, or that's. I mean, it's not human. What is it? It's
Well, human-ish.
yeah. That's a cannibal cookie. Don't eat that.
They kind of go, okay,
No.
whatever.
Smells real good.
think
but,
about it.
It's made out of people.
Right. Cool. So you pull the car around. Captain Merryweather, do you insist on driving?
Well, she's not driving my car.
Also, no, I think I'll probably sit in the back seat behind the driver's seat with Rummy. And I think the whole time I'll be making comments about his driving.
Got it. So you're going to backseat drive. That's perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, a very painful, and I'm going to say, Agent Wolf, you drive even faster and more recklessly this time because you want this trip to be over as quickly as possible. You, with a screech of tires and burning rubber, you screech to a halt in front of Grandma's Bakery, the original. It's probably ye old Grandma's Bakery, the original location before it became a franchise.
All right.
What do you do?
I park the car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you all doing?
I run in screaming, "Do you have more cannibal cookies?"
Well, you would. The door is locked, and there's a
Oh.
close sign on the door.
Damn it.
So you're shaking it. Now, you can attempt to act with force to bust in if you would like.
Oh my god, yes, I would love to do that.
All right, roll it up.
I would like to tell TK not to use force.
I mean,
Too late. I wrote a 12.
right. So TK just like goes up, "Give me them cookies, man." And then it's like, it's stuck. The door must be stuck. So you just like, and you rip a part of the door off, and then it kind of bangs open. The glass on the front spider webs. There's a huge clattering from the vertical blinds that help to block the sun from coming into the door. It's quite a mess that you've made, but the door is now open.
Since I'm drunk and don't know if they're really open or closed, since I thought it was just stuck, I say, "I'm sorry about your door. It was a little jammed," and I proceed to walk in.
Cool. What is everyone else doing?
Breaking and entering. Check.
I knock.
On the broken door. No one answers.
Well, they left it open.
Is anybody here? You should be terrified. These three are drunk idiots.
No one's here. Apparently. At least no one answers your call.
We know that she lives here as well. Is there like a separate living entrance above the bakery or connected from the inside of the bakery?
Just as you were pulling up, you recall that there was a fire escape, but you assume that there's an interior entrance way up.
All right. I'm going to look for that door.
Yeah, easy enough. There's a little short hallway, a little bit of storage here and there. The most of the back of the building is a big professional kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
But there is what you at first think is another closet. You open it up and there's a very narrow set of stairs that go up.
Before we ascend the stairs, is there anything that looks out of place in
Expensive.
the...
I think anyone
not
who
Everything that looks expensive.
I think anyone who's looking around needs to give me a read a sticky situation.
I got a 9.
Okay. Rummy
Okay, I got an 8, and then sticky situation
is mind.
is 8. Oh, 7. 7. I got
Are you-
7.
Ooh. Are you -2 on mind or just -1?
-1.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so which is fine. It's still 7 to 9. What'd you get there, Merryweather?
11.
11. Ooh, excellent. Bella, are you
Is it still 2d6?
It's always 2d6 and then add mind if you're...
Cool. I got 11 as well.
Excellent. So, we've got a couple of partial successes with Wolfe. Wolfe, are you primarily looking around just the general area, or are you looking like in a particular spot? We know Rummy's looking for something valuable.
I was letting them search like the main common areas. I was mostly interested in locating the door to the abode. So I guess I'm looking in the hallway and the rooms that are adjacent to it and the stuff that's in it.
All right, ask your questions, and then we'll kind of go around.
What here is hidden or not what it seems?
So there's a little like carpet runner. The stairs themselves are wood. This entire place is quite clean, except for a very thin layer of dust. Like it's an old building, but it's very, very thin. But you know, you're on the spot. You're very good at investigating, and you like kind of pick up like, oh, someone usually vacuums here, but hasn't vacuumed in a couple of days, maybe. But there's a bit of a grease stain or something. Kind of almost like a trail in the center of these stairs. A little kind of black, slightly greasy residue.
And it looks like it's dripping up or dripping down.
And it's not enough to be drippy.
Okay.
It's just a little, like you kind of put your hands on it. It's just a little bit oily. And there's like maybe a little charcoal or something in it.
But I don't know what that is or what it might be. I mean, it's not like actual oil. It's like some substance, some viscous substance.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's something someone had on their boots or something, but it's some like very fine, just like
Cool.
You notice it kind of just on the outside edge of the stairs, like in the center of each one going up.
Okay. Do I have like some way to like take a sample of it for
Easy enough.
analyzation?
Yeah. Pull out some tweezers and put it into a paper packet, seal it, sign it, date it.
And all of the other doors, there's nothing behind them that's particularly interesting. All right, I think I'm good. I'm gonna rely on my professional colleagues to suss out the clues from the
Yes.
kitchen on the whole, and I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, Rummy, there is in fact a cash register. I mean, you think that stand mixer over there is probably pretty expensive, but it'd be hard for you to pilfer it.
Yeah, it's kind of like as tall as I am. So.
Yeah, but there 100% is a unattended cash register.
Okay, it looks like it's my time to shine. Let's see. I'm looking to see. Oh no, I was looking to see if there were any. Oh, I guess I could act with force to try to open it, right?
I think you just. It's probably more act under pressure. If you're trying not to be seen, if you just want to open up the cash register and steal it in front of everyone and not
Oh no. I don't want anyone to try to
act under pressure.
Okay, I would like to act under pressure, please. Do. Oh my gosh. Okay. 5 and then 6, 7, 8. Ha!
Cool. Well, the good news is you do successfully raid the cash register. But I'm going to give you a choice. Officer Bell is going to see you. You know that you can hide it from Merryweather, but you can't hide it from Officer Bell. So you can either choose to raid the cash register, knowing that Officer Bell is now going to have something over you, or you can choose not to.
Can I raid it and then slip her some money?
Yeah. Easy enough.
Okay.
So the partial success is you don't get to steal it all because you have to pay Officer Bell off. So Officer Bell, Rummy, just looks around, sees it's only you, just looking straight in the eye, scoops up all the cash, counts out roughly half of it, and hands it to you.
I feel like this was a bonding moment. This was a bonding moment for us.
Yeah.
I hand you my flask and I'm like, thanks.
Cool. Agent Wolfe missed them stealing from the emptying the cash register while you were.
Thank God I missed it.
While you were searching around. Merryweather did very, very well. I'm not going to make you ask questions. You had a great success. So you have made it into the kitchen proper. It is spotlessly clean, but again, just a little tiny film of dust. As you're checking around, kind of remembering the voice of the councilwoman saying, I need you to take this personally in hand, you're actually doing your best to do some real investigation. You open up the oven and it is dirty in there. It's like grease splattered. There's like a disgusting, like it's almost like someone baked a roast but didn't put the drip pan in. It's really badly caked And it has
Like, does it look like it's from like over a period of time? Like it's real bad?
maybe. It does occur to you that this is a bakery.
Right.
And
but it should be clean then, right?
and everything else. And like you'll go and open up another oven because there's a bunch of them. And that one is, I mean, it's obviously been used. There's a little bit of carbon at the bottom from crumbs, but it's nowhere near in that state.
Okay.
So one of the ovens is really, really disgustingly bad, which Agent Wolfe, ascending the stairs, realizes why.
Why?
You find the blind witch.
Oh no.
Alive and well.
No. She has likely been dead for some time. It's hard to tell, though, because she is carbonized. She was never a particularly large person.
Yeah.
But the probably many hours of baking at very high temperature have shrunken her. And she is on a platter in the center of her dining table, surrounded by fruits and things that are there's a bad smell, but it's mostly from like the rotten fruit.
Okay.
She's this like shrunken black charcoal briquette with slightly melted Coke bottle glasses, but laid out like a grand feast.
Here's something you don't see every day. Well, this got weird. I'm gonna use the thing. You know the thing.
I will say I think you had a second question already from your partial success.
What is there any threat or danger in this room right now?
This instant, no.
All right.
However, I will say for free that you notice there are two place settings. And it looks like someone had a meal. It doesn't look like they ate the charred briquette witch.
Right.
But there's like sauce and little bits of food kind of dried and stuck to two plates. There are two glasses with maybe a little bit of wine or something in them that has mostly evaporated.
Sure. And I'm going to guess that if I were to dust for prints in here, they would match the two sets of prints we found in the bakery.
Just on the basis of like the pictures that you took with your phone. I mean, you're no expert at this, but you can kind of look at them. They look pretty similar. It's going to take a forensics expert to guarantee that's the case, but yes.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to call the other three up. We got a situation up here, Captain. You might want to come check it out. You don't have to bring Officer Bell or that little one. They don't need to be up here. It's fine.
All right, guys, come with me.
There it is.
I come in. Well, and I feel like I would have heard Agent Wolfe from the other room, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I just asked him why he demanded to know my name if he's not going to use it.
I was going to...
It's Rummy, P.I.
identify you for walking through the police department on a without a name badge, without any sort of documentation.
I'm little, but I have a big heart.
I wish you had a big brain.
Why you gotta break Rummy's big heart? Rude.
You're an investigator? How many cases have you solved?
We solve cases.
What do you think PI stands for?
What do you think PI stands for?
I think it stands for private investigator, but I think you don't know what PI stands for.
I feel like you're wasting time, Agent Wolfe.
I feel the same way. We agree on something finally.
So
Listen.
What's this? So when are we indulging in this feast?
No, the problem is someone created a feast, and the centerpiece is the person of interest. This is the blind witch. who's been burned, probably in an oven. I don't know if you guys checked out the kitchen or not. You probably just robbed the till.
Does this mean we don't have any more cookies?
Hold on. I take that personally that you think that my friends and coworkers would steal from the till. All right. I'm sure nothing like that happened. All right. The fact of the matter is, this is not
Officer Bell
edible.
has like wads of cash in all of her pockets. Very obviously.
It's like trailing dollar bills. They're just
This
floating
is
around.
not even edible.
Officers get
I'm
paid
upset.
very well in this town.
Listen, there are two places set around this table. The prints, to my naked eye, appear to match those that I took from the previous crime scene at the hut. I think we're looking for two individuals who have some sort of a motive for systemically seeking out and murdering the sisterhood, members of the sisterhood here. What we need to know is who has a particular grudge against all witches and who would ritualistically use ovens and kitchens to turn them into food in certain ways. Is this any of this jarring any of your memories? This information?
I take a swig from my flask and I say, those two guys, the one that I didn't kill, didn't he say that there was a group of youths or something that might have been involved? Some young ones, maybe?
I mean, he was basically saying that he was going to say that it was a youth attack and that it definitely wasn't another police officer that murdered his friend. But sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
But TK
so
probably doesn't
we
remember
don't
that.
actually have rebellious youths.
Yeah, it's probably rebellious youth.
I mean, I've known some very hungry rebellious youths.
I don't think we're looking for two youths. All right.
I mean,
think
there have been youths running screaming out of the blind woman's kitchen for as long as I know.
Yeah.
Thank
What are
you.
they doing?
Maybe they turned around and went back.
I know I would have if she makes stuff this good. Not this thing. This is inedible. She didn't make this. If she would have made this, it would have been delicious. TK, get out of there.
The real tragedy is we won't have any more cookies to eat.
No,
there's
the
some
real
evidence.
tragedy is that people are dying. That's the tragedy. Rummy PI.
That's PI to you.
People are dying.
I think I was like, oh, people are dying where?
I'm writing it all of this down in my notepad. In my spiral
Every day, Harry Pants.
Can't even remember names, but I'm gonna solve this.
I wear my hair outside my pants.
I look down. Are my like what's wrong with my slacks? I don't get it.
It's
I'm starting to
fine.
feel weird, oddly self-conscious about it.
It's fine. They're just dark wool.
Yeah,
This
they
is
look
a-
hairy.
This is Brooks Brothers, okay?
Yeah.
Like you probably don't have that here, but in the city, it's really nice, okay?
Big shot agent from the city.
Yes, that's me.
He doesn't eat cannibal cookies.
I'm a vegan, and I choose to treat this body like a temple. Even though I sometimes do binge occasionally, everybody has their vice.
So
Wait, what do you binge on?
Baked goods are my Achilles heel. I can't get enough.
Actually, can I get? Hold on. Could I get in? Wait, could I manipulate him to tell us what he actually binges on?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm manipulating you.
Yep. Target as a player on a 10 plus. They if they tell you, they get a +1, and if they don't, they have to roll acting under pressure. On a 7 to 9, they pick one of those. On a miss, they harden against your influence, and things get worse.
I have 13.
Ooh, wow! All right, so Agent Wolfe,
Yep.
if you tell Rummy what your vice is, basically, you get a +1 on your next roll. And if you refuse, you have to act under pressure.
Sure.
which means things could get worse.
I have nothing to hide. At one point early on in my career, I was working a case. I was jumped in an alleyway by two strong assailants, and in my attempt to protect myself and escape the situation, I had to bite one. And I don't know if you can tell this, but I'm a wolf. And that taste that I got, even though he didn't die and I didn't eat him, it opened something up inside of me, something dark. And ever since then, I've been trying to keep myself focused. I became a vegan. I don't eat any kind of meat, human or otherwise. And occasionally this leads to some internal conflict and strife, and I bury it by eating just a lot of kolaches.
Is that all true?
Well,
I guess it would have to be, right?
it would have to be.
Does that answer your question?
An obsession with blue, so I understand where you're coming from.
I think Captain Merryweather's under a spell right now. What did you say?
I said, I'm sorry. I said that I am obsessed with the color blue, so I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's a struggle, I just want everything to be blue all the time. I just want to make everything blue. I like blue everything, blue pants, and yours are hairy. They're not blue, they're hairy. And I'm disappointed because usually we wear blue uniforms and I like blue. I want everything to be blue, And now you come around and you've got these gray, hairy Brooks pants of brothers, and I'm tired of it.
I'm wearing a black suit, Captain Merryweather, because I'm an agent. I'm a federal agent.
Oh,
this is our uniform.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if you could tell, but black
bed.
is sort of my motif. My vehicle is
You've been
all
working
black.
together for a month, and you're like, oh, I didn't realize we were working on fat.
Oh, my bad.
I was reassigned here because I followed the rules and wouldn't play the game.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm doing my best to get out of here and get out of your hair. Although Lord knows you need me around here.
That's fair.
So
we could use another agent. Although I think we have it pretty well handled.
Yes. Yeah. Obviously.
So, what do you do?
Captain Merryweather, we need to go out and find the rest of the sisterhood. And hopefully they're not all charcoal briquettes like this one.
Listen, I know you're new around here, but what you just said is ridiculous. I think instead what we need to do is we need to go find the other witches in the sisterhood.
Yeah.
Because we don't want them to become briquettes and cannibal cookies. All right, everybody?
Did I hear sisters?
Did I hear cookies?
Yes. Yes. Everyone in the car. This is working out for everybody.
Okay. Good idea, Captain. Well, let's do that.
So,
thank you. That's why I'm the captain.
Which sister? So you have Ursula, who runs a lesbian leather bar, because of course,
naturally.
Love it.
You have right. You have Councilwoman Gothel. You have Frau Truda, who no one has seen in years. She's probably still around. And then you have Maleficent. And at one time, at least, Captain Merryweather.
Captain, this seems like your area of expertise. Which one should we look up next?
I think that it's flattering you think I have an area of expertise.
Merryweather's leather bar.
All right, Rummy. Okay, we'll go to the leather bar. The leather bar is Rummy's favorite. We don't have the heart to tell Rummy that the people there don't want to date him, but we go anyway because it's his favorite.
They all seem like they're very good friends.
Wow. All right. Well,
Are they roommates?
They were
Oh my god, they were roommates.
They were roommates.
right. Wow. Yes. Well, there's a lot of paperwork. You have to report the second murder. You have to wait for the crime scene crew to arrive. I know Agent Wolfe has a bunch of paperwork and forms to fill out, which of course then you place on Captain Merryweather's desk, who then sticks them in the same file with all of the other infractions that Officer Bell has been involved in. And you also know that the leather bar doesn't open until evening, and you have learned from your experience visiting the hut that going at a time when people are likely to actually be there is probably a good idea. So this is going to be an overtime operation. Now, the question is, are you going in uniform, or are you trying to blend in?
I'll tell you what. Captain Merryweather knows a thing or two about costumes, okay? So if we want to try to blend in, I'm down with, busting out the sewing machine and like really just the mice. I'm just going to get the mice in there. Oh no, that's Cinderella. I'm confusing my fairy
It's all
tales.
the same.
But yeah, so I'm going to I'll make us outfits if that's the direction we want to go. I'm also fine with going in uniform.
Well, they know me pretty well here.
Yeah, you can just go in however.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
would
you're
assume
already...
they know me well because I'm an alcoholic. So
Yeah, that's fair. So maybe, I mean, do you want to disguise Mr. Wolfe?
Do you think that a 6'8" enormous wolf is going to somehow be disguised as a leather-bound lesbian?
No, but I think maybe you could be like a leather daddy,
And just
Leather
really
wolfie.
confused and in the wrong spot, eh?
Yeah, I mean, solidarity through
Okay.
allyship.
So,
I mean, I hate this idea, but I feel like no matter what I say, it's going to happen. So
Really,
sure. What the hell?
We just want him in leather.
yeah. So
We
yes. So it sounds like, Captain Merryweather, that at least a couple of your compatriots wish they were disguised.
Okay.
So I need you to make your myth move. Careful what you wish for. And
Okay,
you
so
are
I'm gonna
you're not
disguise-
good with myth.
It's true. I'm only disguising.
You can get both of them.
What? I'm only doing Agent
just me.
Wolf, though, right?
You-
Because
well,
they
you-
know everybody else.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'd have to be like more than clothes. They know me. I've been working this beat way too long. Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Do we have any boons? I'm just kidding. That's a 3.
Perfect. Well, the good news is, because it's a myth move, you still grant the wish. So, Agent Wolfe, Captain Merryweather, as you're discussing how you're going to approach the in Captain Merryweather's office, how you're discussing how you're going to dress up and like the approach you're going to take as you case the joint. You kind of catch a little bit of like you're not really paying attention to Captain Merryweather because you're just so face palming that you don't quite realize what's happening until it's already happened. Merryweather from underneath her desk or from one of her drawers pulls out a magic wand and taps you with it.
Did she say bibbity bobbity boop? Because I'd like to hear Meg
Yeah.
say that.
Bibbidi bobbidi boop. But mine would probably be more like this.
I look down at myself. What big chaps I have.
Well, it seems to have worked better than anticipated. So it's a little Grace Jones.
Ooh.
I don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
So, oh geez. Conan, she was in Conan, so you should know her.
Yeah, Grace Jones.
Yeah, Grace
She did
Jones.
Little
weird kind of punk singer, actress.
Yeah. She was married to David
flat
Bowie,
top,
right?
Yeah. High fade flat top model. Very distinctive.
Okay.
Also very tall. So about, but yeah, you are now, at least for the time being, Grace Jones in leather.
Ooh.
Yes.
And I'm presenting as female as well.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You're not hairy anymore.
It's a very successful disguise.
Hey, women can have body hair, okay? Don't shame.
No, but I'm saying you don't have to wear your hairy pants.
I don't.
You
Now
do.
they're
You
leather
do still have a tail, but it looks like it's one of those like, because in Conan, I mean, this is literally you are Grace Jones from Conan with the tail that she twitches and all that stuff. It's Grace Jones Conan cosplay.
Okay.
And I look up at Agent Wolfe wide-eyed.
Yeah. Hey,
This situation just got sticky.
avert your gaze,
Very
Rummy.
sticky.
I don't like.
Yes.
I don't like that look on your face. Go spin it somewhere else.
Yes. Well, as you make your way through the bullpen with all the other cops coming in for the evening shift, there's a lot of wolf whistles as a half-naked Grace Jones stalks through the police department.
Yeah, I love that we did it while we were in my office, so you had to walk out that way.
Yeah.
Can I just huff and puff and just blow everybody's papers off their desk as I'm passing through?
I will say yes. You can make a myth move and choose what big teeth you have.
I was wrong. It was Emma. Okay. What big teeth you have?
It's a little bit of a stretch, but
I rolled snake eyes, so I guess a 1 total.
oh no. So on your myth move, which is related to act with force, and this would be an act with force. On a 10 plus, you gain +2 to act with force, and you can do this after the fact, by the way. And you may select to inflict terrible harm twice, which is great for like straight up murdering, even like except for like the most powerful villain. 7 to 9, you can act with force. You may not select take little harm, so you effectively expose yourself to risk. If you fail, however, your hunger drives you to attack an innocent. You must immediately act with force against them, and things get worse. So go ahead and roll to act with force again. This time with muscle.
A 5.
Okay. The good news is that fails. So you don't murder someone right here in the precinct.
That is good. Yes.
So
That is good.
So you go to huff and puff, but you've been transmogrified. This isn't just some illusion. This is Merryweather's magic gone wrong. Merryweather, I need you to kick your myth up by 1. Wolf, I need you to kick your myth up by 1.
So it goes from -1 to 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you huff and puff and at one of the officers, and the officer like really misreads it. Probably like potentially disastrously so. But then you lunge at him and start trying to like claw at him and bite him as you would, but you don't have claws and teeth. So he's able to quickly like, who is this crazy lady? So the good news is
they were catcalling me because they knew who I was, and now I'm like,
they just saw some random. I don't think they saw the transformation. They just saw Grace Jones from Conan walking through the precinct.
Fair enough.
But the good news is you failed on the act with force, so you don't have to murder someone.
All right.
Cool. Although that would have been very entertaining.
I was kind of excited about it, but
right. You're cheering. You're like, yeah, kill him. It's like, thanks, Chief. All right. So
none of us.
How are you getting to Ursula's?
Very closely behind Agent Wolfe.
We'll say it's Ursula's treasure chest. and it has an undersea theme. Very, very mermaidy. And like inappropriate mermaids. Like it's a theme.
I think we should drive there in that really nice Agent Wolfe's car.
Okay. So Wolfe is going to drive.
I think maybe should we drive separately so that he can actually be someone else? Or do you guys want to go in? I'm actually talking to them about this.
Okay.
All right. Agent Wolfe, do you want to all go in together and we will introduce you as someone we know from out of town? Or would you rather arrive separately and you can just kind of fit in while we like whatever?
Look, I'm not even really sure what putting me in this disguise was attempting to do, so why don't you enlighten me?
Now, to be honest, I just kind of wanted to see you like this, but also,
Sounds right.
I think it was very helpful.
Rummy paid me to do it, okay? Rummy gave me some gold coins. We said it would be hilarious.
You know, those
So-
gold coins are gonna turn back to straw pretty
Nah,
soon, huh?
these ones are from earlier. These are actually Maleficent's coins. So take that, smart guy.
Yeah, they're real. They're probably cursed, but they're real.
I didn't take them from Maleficent, okay? I didn't break any rules. I took them from Rummy, who took them from Maleficent. Therefore, we didn't break any rules.
Ill-gotten gains, Captain.
Sure.
Listen, I think the best move is for me to enter alone for no other reason than I'm just don't really want to be around any of you three.
All right, that's fair. Everybody get in my car. You go by yourself. We'll be
Does it
there
make
behind
sense
you.
that the three of you all show up at the same time?
Yeah, we're best friends.
Okay.
This is just what is today? Wednesday? This is where we normally go anyway.
Right?
Wednesday after work, we go to.
You have a
we go to-
table.
yeah. Yeah, my face is actually on the wall with Ursula, like
Right? Her tentacles
yeah.
all wrapped around. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, let's go.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to say that Captain Merryweather, Officer Bell, and Rummy arrive first and walk into the treasure chest, are greeted by some lovely ladies in like leather mermaid outfits. And they of course recognize you and, you know, wave you over to your table. They'll bring you, it's still happy hour. They'll bring you some, you know, hot wings and stuff to nosh on.
Hey,
Ooh, I love a
Ariel.
good sticky situation.
Oh yeah, they're all named Ariel.
You guys got that you got those truffle fries still? Can we get some truffle fries and can you bring me a soda?
Oh, on duty, Captain Merryweather?
Yeah, I'm on
Yeah,
duty. Just
we'll bring
just
you a soft
regular
drink.
Soda.
Just your
soft
regular
drink.
soft drink. One umbrella or two.
2, please.
Okay. You're like, no salad, no fruit. So yes, they bring you your highly alcoholic rum punch or whatever it is, because everything here has kind of a piratey theme. And you folks are shown to a table. Ursula's there. Ursula kind of squelches out of her office and slithers over towards you. You know, cackles with glee at seeing you, gives you, Merryweather, a big hug, and proceeds to be very loud and boisterous with you. It's early in the evening. The bar is just kind of picking up. There's maybe like 2 people dancing. It's still mostly the after work crowd. What attracts your attention is the sudden hush that falls over the treasure chest. You look over at the door, and there is Agent Wolfe. Like every eye, like you can practically see the ooh-woos pulsing in the eyes.
I turn and look at the door and I turn to Ursula and I'm like, Va va voom. Am I right? I act like I don't know Agent Wolf at all. I'm just like, whoa. Am I right?
Wowza.
Wowza. Va 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 voom. Good night, nurse.
All right. What are you doing, Wolf, as you have attracted a lot of attention?
I hate everything, and I'm just gonna immediately walk to like the bar and sit down, and I'm walking like myself and behaving like myself.
Yeah.
It's real weird. Yeah.
It's super duper hot.
I'm used to
It just makes me
getting
more attractive. Yeah.
I'm used to standing out in a crowd, right, as a giant wolfman thing, but like this is different and I feel uncomfortable and I just want to drink now.
Cool.
Nice.
Yes.
I would like to hold on. Can we go can I offer to buy him a drink?
Yeah. Yeah. You want to go hit on Agent Wolf?
Yeah, I'm gonna go hit on. Well.
Like, hold my
Hello?
drink.
You're new around here, aren't you? Are you thirsty? I can get you a beverage. I know some people.
Yeah, I'd like a double whiskey neat.
Now you're talking my language. Double whiskey neat now. Oh, you look great in that. Love it. I love the new hair too. You're looking all right.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
It's a new Ariel. New Ariel comes over and serves you your whiskey.
Thank you.
Thank you,
great.
Ariel.
Can I just be in the corner, like doing magic tricks for all the women?
How are you doing magic tricks? Are you turning worthless items into valuable items?
Of course I am.
Go ahead and make a myth move for me then.
Oh.
Roll plus myth.
Oh my. Oh boy. I'm never getting laid. This is a problem. I got a 4.
Oh no. So what is it that you're trying to transmute?
I'm trying to make a pen. I took a pen, because they're very protective about their pens, but it's going to be better. I'm going to turn a pen into a tip, like a gold coin, to give it as a tip because a pretty lady.
Yes. You're trying to turn her pen into gold.
Yeah.
I think, let's see, a pen, long and narrow. So it starts to shimmer. And get wobbly. And these ladies at first are kind of like, oh, you're going to do a magic trick, whatever. And they're like, okay, David Blaine, blow our socks off.
These ladies love my magic tricks.
But you get a very fixed look on your face and you start to incant at it. And it does. It starts to turn kind of golden and get kind of wibbly wobbly. And you can start to see it's like it's trying to shrink down. But you're very distracted. And you lose control. And instead of getting smaller, it gets larger. Like it's 8 inches long, that's a foot long, then it's 2 feet long, and it's kind of wobbling around. Wobbling around of its own accord. And eventually it's hard for you to hold on to, so you kind of like sit on the table. And it grows into an 8-foot golden python that is not happy to be here.
Oh no.
So yes, there is a bit of a ruckus going over in the corner. And as Captain Merryweather and Agent Wolfe are, I don't know what you're doing, picking each other up at the bar. Officer Bell, you're always on the lookout for a fight. So you're probably the first to pick up that there's some sounds of alarm. You're like, yeah, crack the knuckles. Yeah, it's a little bit early for the fist fights to happen here at the treasure chest, but it's been known to happen. So your attention is likewise drawn to the now rearing and writhing golden python that is causing some consternation among the ladies.
Can I just run away?
Yeah. I
want to run to the other side of the bar.
I need you to increase your myth by 1.
Okay.
Have I seen any of this happening?
Yeah.
Can I yell? I was gonna say, can I yell at TK to go deal with the snake? Ah, it's a snake again. I told you to stop trying it with the pens. TK, can you take care of that snake, please?
The ladies love it. The
Oh
ladies
my
love it
God.
every time.
Yeah, haha, it's a golden snake. We get it.
Ladies love my golden snake.
Run over and I'm like, let's go.
All right.
Why does it always have to be snakes?
Go ahead and act with force there, Officer Bell. Unless you, well, yeah, you probably don't want to use your myth move because you aren't hurt. Go ahead and
10.
make the roll. 10. Excellent. So you get to pick 3.
Oh man. Inflict terrible harm,
Yes.
of course. And then I'm just gonna like scream at the snake to try and scare it.
Cool. And you have one more.
Oh god. Can I inflict terrible harm again?
There's a way that you can do that, but that's the only person who can do that is Agent Wolfe on a myth move.
Damn.
You could grab a hold of it so it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Okay, so you take definitive hold of it, inflict terrible harm, and impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy and everyone else, of course.
Yeah.
So barreling through the crowd comes tiny little Officer Bell. Just leaps on this thing, and it is, I mean, it's a whole situation of you writhing around on the ground with this thing, punching it. It's rearing back, it's striking at you. You did not select suffer little harm, so you take one more harm. Putting your harm up at 2 now. And you're now taking penalties on rolls. But that's fine. That's fine. And as it seeks its teeth, I mean, it's not poisonous as far as you know. And so you get really frustrated that it's biting you. So you just start biting into it. Just holding on to it. Ripping it. Go ahead.
Is that going well, or?
I mean, it's going pretty well. It's going as well as a little tiny person with anger management issues fighting a magical transmogrified pin that's now a 8-foot python.
Because I feel okay. Well, I wouldn't feel bad if it was like biting Agent Wolfe, but I kind of feel bad because TK and I we had a bonding moment.
It's true.
So is there any way I could run back and try to sucker punch?
Yes.
Okay, I want to run back and sucker punch,
Do
and
it.
I can roll with Moxie instead
Roll with
of
Moxie.
rolling
Yes.
with,
The snake is
Muscle.
not. The snake is not expecting you to come in and kick it in the face.
Yeah, it sure isn't. I made it. I brought you into this world, and I can take you out. Yes. Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11.
Oh, beautiful. Yes, you also may select 3.
Okay, select 3. What 3 things am I selecting?
So on the second tab, act with force, top right.
Okay, top right. Okay, act with force. Okay, select 3. 4, 5, 6, 0, hold on. 3. I take a definite hold of the situation.
Okay.
I impress my enemy.
Yeah.
I impress the snake.
Yep.
And I suffer little harm.
Cool. So you don't do a lot of damage to it,
I don't wanna. I just wanna. I wanna impress the ladies.
but it's enough. It's a very impressive display. You basically so Officer Bell has it between her teeth and is trying to dig into it. It's writhing around, trying to bite her, trying to unhinge its jaw like it's going to try to start eating her head. You come and you grab the head and pull it back, and it rips it out of Officer Bell's teeth, or it rips part of it out. Some of it remains in her mouth, and ink, like sticky black ink, sprays absolutely everywhere because it was made of a pen, so its blood is ink. So everyone is screaming and crying and freaking out, but also super impressed because this was cool. I mean, some people kind of that didn't get sprayed with ink are like, oh, this is a really great show. There's
part of my magic trick.
Yeah, there's maybe a little bit of applause, which gives Officer Bell a little bit of a shiver in the wing department. And the lights go out. There's a crash from above. You see 2 green light sources very rapidly descending from the ceiling. What do you do? Small green, like monitor light, kind of specks of light.
Do I know these lights? Is anything familiar about
You can read
them?
you can read a sticky situation for sure.
Let's do that.
This is
What is that,
definitely
mind?
sticky.
Yep, roll plus mind.
Okay.
And then you can ask questions.
12.
Awesome, you can ask 3 questions.
My first question is, what is not what it seems? Is that something along those lines?
Yeah, what's hidden here or not what it
Yeah,
seems.
there you go.
These are, I'll just say, these are people who are
Okay.
wearing night vision goggles.
Okay.
That's the green.
Are we in danger?
Who or what is the biggest threat? They are the biggest threat.
Okay, that's what I figured.
The maddened and dying snake is a close second.
I forgot about that.
Because it doesn't
right.
have a problem with the darkness.
Okay. Well,
I have one more question.
let me think. What is my best way out?
You are relatively near the door.
Okay.
And there's a little
Can I get people out of the door is what I mean.
yeah, you think that if you can kind of feel your way over to the door and open it up, a little bit of street light will come in, and that will at least give people a beacon to move to. But right now it's pitch black because there
Okay.
are no windows. There are no windows in the treasure chest.
Okay. All right. So I'm still with Agent Wolfe, right?
Yeah, you're both at the bar.
All right. I'm going to turn to Agent Wolfe and be like,
We can turn to where Agent Wolfe is because it's right now pitch black.
oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to grab for his body. Because wasn't he by me?
Yeah,
Okay.
you were sidled
I'm
up at the
gonna
bar.
reach out and try to grab what I think might be his shoulders.
Yeah, it's shoulder adjacent.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, listen to me.
Don't get fresh with me, Captain.
Listen, we got to get these people out of here. This is going to get bad real quick. We got to get these people out.
Okay.
I'm going to go because I know this place like the back of my hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go to the door. Plus I have good move, right?
Yeah, I
So
will ask you to make a move roll
Okay. I'm going to make a move roll.
just to see how well you do.
9.
Oh yeah. So you are very confident you know this place. And you just storm towards the door. You do hear some yelping as you trample over a couple of the aerials. So it causes a bit of a
Get
commotion.
out of the way, ladies.
you hear the sound of fake seashells breaking. This is gonna be a bit of a fiasco when the lights come back on. But yes, you are. Although there's a little bit of complication, and maybe it takes you longer and causes a bit more chaos and confusion than you had intended. You are able to go over towards the front door. What is anyone else doing? Rummy and Officer Bell are still writhing around on the floor that is now very, very slick and sticky because of the spraying ink from the
Another
pen snake.
sticky situation.
Yes. Yes.
Can I pull out my sidearm and my flashlight? And
From
do,
where?
Are you telling me that I went into an investigation unarmed?
Well, where would you have stuck it? You would have had to have like carried it with you or put it strapped on the belt.
I bet you have like an under boob. They always have those under boob.
Have you seen Grace Jones in Conan? There's nowhere for her to hide it.
Listen, there's
it's the consequence of using your myth move and failing horribly is that things get worse for everyone.
That's true.
So
okay, great. Well, what's around me that I can grab? Like
bar stool. I mean, you know where things are. There's a bar stool. There's some glasses and bottles on the bar.
I want to look for where they slice the limes and grab that knife.
Yes, you can feel and smell around until you put your hand on a knife. Easy enough.
Great. And then I am going to head towards the people rappelling from the ceiling, I suppose.
Okay, go ahead and give me a move roll.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I got a 4.
Okay. And your eyes are starting to adjust, but you are used to having wolf eyes. Mm-hmm. And it's very hard for you now that your eyes have been transformed into human eyes. And you are going to run straight into someone unless you think you could tap into the myth. You think if you do a myth move that you might be able to counteract Merryweather's transformation, or at least partially do it.
Okay.
Like, for example, because you're having a hard time seeing, you could choose My What Big Eyes You Have.
All right, let's do that.
Cool. Go ahead and roll plus myth.
4.
No. All right. Go ahead and kick your myth up again.
Okay.
You do. Your eyes, like if anyone could see, and maybe even some people catch that there's this like weird glinting from your eyes as your body doesn't transform, but the eyes are now wolf's eyes. And you start to see in a little bit of grayscale, but you're able to get a sense of more what's going on. And it's just chaos and mayhem. You do not see you can see the lines coming down from the broken skylight, but you don't see the individuals. Like you're scanning around, you see general chaos, but you don't see anyone wearing the night vision goggles.
Do I see Ursula?
Probably through the crowd. You can hear her big booming voice, ladies, take it easy.
I'm gonna head towards Ursula because if I can't find them,
you would,
yes,
but you are distracted.
By
what would distract you? Ooh, baklava. There's a giant tray of baklava.
Mm-hmm.
And as you start to move over there, just the smell of honey and pistachio and flaky phyllo just waft into your nose. You can feel your nose even start to elongate a little bit as it brings out the pastry wolf within.
Mm-hmm.
So you will be able to shake out of it, but because of the failed myth roll, you're going to have to go ahead and scarf that entire tray.
I pounce on it. Wolf-like, yeah.
Yes. So half wolf Great Jones just attacks this tray of baklava and just beautiful. All right.
No time for eating. What are you doing?
Rummy and TK. No, you're at the door.
I'm at the door.
And you're helping the now
get the
battered and bruised aerials that you knocked out of the way, hobble out.
Trying to save you.
What are Rummy and Officer Bell doing? You're rolling around on the floor with this snake. It is badly wounded, but it is still has some fight in it.
At this point, I don't know, I feel like I'm having more fun than anything. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I mean this is what TK Bell's all about.
I
Just
usually have to pay extra for this, you know?
I mean, it's a little kinky, but that's fine.
It's sticky.
Yes. But you can't, the audience can't see you and you can't see them. And that maybe takes some of the fun out of it. Because you're literally wrestling with a snake in the dark.
Yeah,
What do you do?
Kind of fun.
Your choices are either to fight it or to try to act under pressure to get away.
I'd probably try to get away.
Or you could try your myth move again to turn it into something else.
Oh, that's a great idea.
It's the chaos
Genius.
choice.
This is definitely the one that will work this time.
All right. Go ahead and do it.
I got 6 plus 3 is 9, and then
That's an 11 because your myth is now a 2.
an 11.
Awesome. What do you want the snake to become?
A flower
Cool.
to give to one of the ladies.
Yes. You have a flower that as long as you, and it won't last forever, but any roll that you try to make with the flower that could reasonably be made with the flower is going to be at +1. It was quite successful.
Oh, okay.
And now, Officer Bell, you're just left thrashing around on the ground. The snake is gone. You
All
can
right,
just
cool.
go and you can go punch someone else if you'd like.
well, I can't really see much, right? Or how much light is that door?
Almost none. And you
Okay.
got like you're covered in ink. It's probably running into
What?
your eyes.
Do I still see the green dots?
No.
No. Okay.
I would say you can read a bad situation if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. Yeah,
Or so read a sticky situation. Roll plus mind,
that's mind.
which is not your strong suit.
My mind is 0, isn't it?
Yeah.
8.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So you get 2 questions from the read a sticky situation box.
Okay. Okay. Who or what is the most vulnerable?
Well, the most vulnerable is probably Rummy,
Okay.
but anyone around you is not going to expect it if you want to attack them.
All right. I guess what is the best way in, out, or pass? Like I'm trying to get to the door.
You think you're slippery, and you think that if you stay low and just like speed crawl it, I mean, you might have to force your way through some people's legs, but again, you're pretty slippery because you're covered in ink. That you could just
Okay.
speed crawl towards the door.
All right. Yeah, I want to crawl towards the door.
Cool. Give me a move roll. Just roll plus move. Just to get a sense of how successful you are.
Oh my God, what did I roll? 12?
Ah, excellent. Yeah. Just like a greased pig, you just you come flying out into the night air. Captain Merryweather, by the size, you know this is Officer Bell, but this is someone who is covered from head to toe in this like sticky blue-black ink.
Can I do anything to help Officer Bell?
Yeah, you can pull out like a cloth and try to wipe off their face
Okay,
so they
that's
can
what
see
I'm
better.
gonna. I'm just, but I'm not
You
gonna pull out
do
a
the
cloth.
mom thing?
Let's be serious. I'm just gonna be like, "Come here,"
Okay.
and I'm
Cool.
gonna be wiping out her eyes so she can. I'm like, "What are you doing? You're wasting time. Why are you covered in ink?"
Cool. So 2 of you are out, 2 of you are in. Those of you who are in hear a raspy, blood-curdling shriek. And a wet squelching noise.
Squelch.
Ew.
Yes. And Agent Wolfe, as you stuff baklava into your ever increasingly sized mouth as your incisors grow, you turn around just in time to feel a splash of warmth against the side of your face. Rummy, you are in the darkness trying to find one of these ladies to give your flower to. And you just something heavy and wet smacks you upside the face.
Like in a bad way, or?
I mean, you feel around on the floor. There's something slightly wriggling.
Okay, yeah, bad way.
Some very thick, muscular substance is very slightly twitching on the ground next to you.
Oh no.
You reach down, and it even tries to like wrap itself around your arm. The yells continue and then get very like there's like a wet sucking sound. Yeah.
Who is it?
I don't know. It's dark.
Well, I have wolf eyes.
Ah, yes. So I will say at this point, you pull yourself away from the tray of baklava and muscle your way through the screaming crowd that's trying to crowd towards the access. And now that you got the door open, people are starting to just like squeeze out and just run screaming down the street. You make your way over and you can see there in the center of the dance floor this hacked apart corpse. It's Ursula.
Belonging. It's Ursula. Naturally, it's Ursula.
Yeah.
Do I see the murderers?
Yes, there's a crush of people who, like not really knowing what's going on at the front, are trying to make their way towards the back door.
Are they walking fast?
No, they're stumbling and screaming and falling all over each other.
Okay.
But as you look in that direction, you see the back door burst open. You could hear because I'm sure they're battery operated or whatever. You could hear the fire exit alarm go off. And you, just at the edge of your wolfish vision, you see two small figures covered in black. One of whom has a big bag that is gently wriggling. Scamper off into the night.
All right. And they're heading out of the back door.
Yeah. And then immediately your vision is, because as soon as that door opens, everyone rushes for it. Your vision is immediately obscured as people struggle to get out. There's a significant traffic jam there at the back door.
Can I roll sticky situation?
Yeah.
10.
Cool. That's 3 questions.
I want to know how do I get out of here one, to try to figure out if there's a way for me to get out through a window, through another egress, to get out and try to chase them down.
The going out the front is probably a better bet at this point because that area has had more time to clear.
Okay. There's no windows.
Nope.
Like, okay, of course not.
That was already established in fiction.
All right.
Yeah, we already said that.
No, I know. Great. I will yell to the rest of the PD. 2 tiny people escaped out the back. I'm going out the front to try to catch them, and then I'll just start hoofing it, but I don't really expect to catch up.
Well, go ahead and make a move roll for me.
5.
Okay. No. Yeah, by the time you muscle your way out and cut around down the alley, leaping over some trash cans and things like that, you come around to the back and all you see is people staggering out. You scan the horizon and don't see, you see people running in every direction, but you don't see those 2 small individuals.
Okay.
A few moments, maybe minutes later, you hear sirens. Someone has obviously called 911. the police department. You, Agent Wolfe, are now kind of halfway yourself.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where the Grace Jones kind of leather bikini is starting to look very interesting on you.
Sure.
So by the time that the cops show up or the other policemen show up, you are you, but in a Grace Jones leather bikini outfit.
I mean, so my clothing didn't transmogrify back?
Not yet.
Okay, great.
I mean, Merryweather flubbed a wish. It's a wish.
No, I'm with you. Just establishing
Yeah.
where we're at.
Yeah. And there's maybe a little tittering that happens. But you are all interviewed. And you know, I mean, no one suspects that you murdered Ursula. And they eventually get the lights back on. You're able to investigate the scene, and you can see that Ursula has been stabbed repeatedly, and many of her tentacles have been hacked off. Some of them were flung around the room. Some of them are no longer present, however, which brings to mind the gently wriggling bag you saw over the shoulder of one of these small figures. So, there's showers and stuff at the precinct. You can get yourselves cleaned up, but you probably want to debrief. So after you've had a time to scrub the ink off yourself and completely, you probably have a backup suit at the office, Agent Wolfe.
Yeah.
The bikini will eventually, over time, revert to Brooks Brothers. But now it's just a wool bikini instead of a leather bikini. Itchy.
So I'm going to call everyone into my office, and I'm gonna talk before I call everyone in. I'm gonna call Agent Wolfe in by himself.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, all right, I know you don't want to be here. I know that you think that we mess everything up. And you know what? You're probably right. Okay. 80% of the time. But this is very serious. And I've never seen anyone attacking the sisterhood like this. And the fact that they're taking pieces of the sisters for who knows what makes me very nervous, because I'm afraid that this is just the beginning of something that might get bigger. And I know that you think that we are incompetent, and I don't think that that is completely unfounded. But I'm asking you to work with us as best you can, because I think we really are going to need your help on this one.
It's the first sensible thing you've said to me all day.
Listen, don't get smart with me. Let me get the other people in here. Hey, get in here. I would never be that nice to you in front of them. Get in here.
Okay.
Rummy, do you know anything about using pieces of witches to create other things? Like, what are we looking at here? Does anyone have any ideas? TK, what are we thinking?
I'm thinking we need a shot.
All right, that's a good way to start this off. I'm gonna start pouring out like 4 things of whiskey. I pour one for Agent Wolfe too, and I hand them all out. Cheers.
Perfect. So
what are we thinking? Has anyone ever seen those little guys before? Do I have any idea of what these two?
I don't know. Do you have any idea?
Might be? Can I roll for it?
Nope.
Oh.
Can I roll for it since I was the one that saw them, or did like?
There's not
Like, did they look like 2 of the 7 dwarves small, or
no.
Okay. So when you say small,
Do they look like TK small?
They were roughly child-sized.
They're children.
The youths.
The Utes. I told you.
The two Utes.
The youth.
Yeah,
They
Officer
might
Bell's like,
have
I was trying to tell
been-
you.
They might have been children. At least they were the size of children.
We'll say there's
Sounds
a
about right.
there's a magnet board red string note kind of taking CSI moment. Not CSI, but you know what I'm saying. Cop show moment. Where you put here's the things that we know. Two of them small, child-sized. To quote Agent Wolfe, motivated to hate all witches. Seems to have some sort of thing about baking them into stuff. Who do we know that fits that description? Now, there is a move that you all can make, and I'm going to ask you to make it. That move is peer into the fairy tale.
Okay.
So everyone may roll plus myth. You don't have to, because rolling with myth, it can be very risky.
Well, and I can roll with mind instead of myth,
Yes,
right?
you because you have resisted the myth for so long, you can use something other than myth.
I
Gotcha.
rolled.
I got a 7.
Oh, cool.
I got a 9.
Cool.
I got 9 too.
Excellent.
I got. What is my
Your mind?
mind? It's 1.
Yeah.
So 7.
Okay, well you all get fragments and mysteries. But I'm gonna say collectively, it takes a while. Like long enough that delivery from the Chinese food place down the street shows up. And it smells really, really good. But you guys are all like super focused. You ignore it. You're like children and witches and children who could it be Cinderella? It's like no, but it's 2 of them, and I wonder if it's a couple of the mice. Maybe they've like been transformed. So you go through all these wild theories until
Robin Hood?
eventually someone. I'm going to say it was Officer Bell, because Officer Bell was halfway there earlier in the day. Eventually wakes up and oh yeah, Hansel and Gretel.
All of a sudden, I'm sober.
Yeah, I was like, oh crap, now I'm sober. I need to get some more whiskey.
It's like that point of drunk where you're like sober again.
Yeah. So you got to take care of that. And everyone kind of goes, yeah. And you erase all the random other names that you had put up that clearly don't make sense and write Hansel and Gretel in red dry erase ink. So you now have prime suspects. Officer Bell goes over to the Chinese food delivery, opens up the box, pulls out some rice and some chopsticks, and is like, what? Oh, what is? Oh, yeah, cool. It's like calamari. It's got a nice like sweet and sour dipping sauce.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Hold on. Can we retcon this to be Indian food from Parvis?
As long as
Harvest.
Parvis also serves calamari.
That's fine.
Yes,
Probably.
It's a fusion.
Yeah,
It's a fusion
Indian Chinese fusion. So yeah, maybe it's like a calamari curry. So instead of sweet and sour, it's a curry dipping sauce. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So everyone enjoys the lovely Indian food from Parvis, and everyone cracks open their, because why not? Cracks open their fortune cookies.
Well, okay. I would have ordered a vegan meal, but
Oh well, then you don't. The good news is the fortune cookie, even better. They all dig into the calamari with the curry dipping sauce. You go, can't do that because it's vegan. But you know what? The fortune cookies aren't. You crack open the fortune cookie, and the fortune says, "Don't try to stop us, or you're next." And then the camera pans over to the calamari, and Agent Bell says, "Whoever's idea it was to order this, thanks." And everyone kind of goes, "I didn't order this."
Dun dun dun.
Fade to black. To be continued.
Calamari is Ursula.
Yeah, you guys have eaten so many people. It's sad.
We keep eating people. Shouldn't we have powers now? We've eaten so many witches.
Right?
We've
We should be
absorbed all of them.
absorbing some powers at this point.
Maybe. I mean, if you'd all
Dang.
like to increase your myth score by 1 from all the witches you've eaten,
No,
you
thank
certainly
you.
I have
can.
not eaten any witches.
That's true.
I don't eat witches.
You
There
eat
you
two
for
witches
sure
now.
have eaten two
I
witches.
thought they were witches when I ate them.
Officer Bell has eaten
You knew
3.
the cookies were human.
Plausible deniability.
Oh,
There
sorry.
you go. Thank you.
Retcon.
That's how we run this place. It's
The
not plausible.
the little
deniability.
iris closes to black, and then Officer Bell like grabs it, breaking the fourth wall a little bit, and then takes the chopsticks and forks in, grabs another piece of calamari and a little chewy but good, and then it closes. So you guys have unintentionally eaten 2 witches. Officer Bell has
already-
intentionally eaten 3.
Yeah, she's already dead. I mean,
Wait, who is the third one she ate?
She
No,
took a.
wait.
She tasted the brisket,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the blind witch brisket.
She had
The
snake
charcoal?
today, too.
Yeah. It wasn't tasty, but she's like, I'm gonna taste it. Why not? Yeah.
It's evidence. The taste is evidence.
It's true.
Exactly. I had to make sure it was an actual witch.
I mean,
Listen, officer.
you don't know what
Bell
witches
didn't
taste
mess
like.
with that.
Well, now you know what witches taste like, and the answer is 2 out of 3 times delicious.
Yeah, the other one was too.
So,
Too
Not
crisp.
bad. Not bad odds.
next time you can hunt down Hansel and Gretel, if indeed it is Hansel and Gretel. Maybe it's some clever.
Ooh, frame job.
Yeah, who
ruse.
knows? Who knows? It could
Hansel
be.
and Gretel, a red herring.
Could be anything, but it's probably Hansel and Gretel.
Probably.
So
It's always the youth.
it is always
the
the
worst.
youths. And the bad news is they'll probably get off because they can claim
probably
insanity.
They can. They can be crazy.
Yeah, it's true. You
It
might have
sounds pretty
you might have to put him down for the good of the city.
Oh, I'm here to do it.
Yeah. Officer Bell's like, yes, that was already the plan. Thank you very much.
I need a
I can turn them into something more useful.
Right, exactly. Cool. Well, that is our game for tonight. We usually end, Lurker, with another round of let people know who you are and where they can find you.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm Lurker02 online. You can find me on Instagram and Twitch.
I'm Lissa T. I am at twitch.tv/Lissa T. I'll be back on Wednesday. I just applied for partner a couple days ago for Twitch partner. So if you want to hang out in my stream, Wednesday through Sunday, 4 p.m. EST, we're waiting for that denial. I'm ready.
Ah,
Covers.
I can't wait.
Oh, jeez, bud.
Yes.
Me next, right? I'm Megan Mel, and I am. You can find me on Megan Mel on Twitch, and actually, if you put in meganmel.tv, it'll take you right there. Also, my link tree is Megan ML, and if you go there, you can find all my links. So just hit up my link tree. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Juice.
pistol fingers. I'm Juice TV, your best friend on the internet. I stream on Twitch 5 nights a week. And the rest of the time, I work for Captain TV, and we make Stream Raiders, which many of you have or are currently playing. I will be streaming tomorrow night, Monday at either 7 or 6:30 Central, TBD. So we'll figure that out. And then we're doing RimWorld right now. So hopefully we'll launch a spaceship soon, and then I can turn on the Twitch integration and try that out.
Yes.
Because it looks crazy if you watch it on the Lisa Tree program.
It's hellish and awesome.
All right. Are you still going tonight?
I'll
Listen.
probably. I don't know. I haven't decided.
Okay.
I'll probably go to bed.
All right. Cool.
Well, I'm Zero Daylight. You can check me out on Twitter there, or you can check me out a couple times a week over at the C Plus Content channel. And you can check out the VOD of this and all of our C Plus fun TTRPG content over at cpluscontent.tv. That is our YouTube channel. And you can always come hang out with us and talk about all kinds of TTRPG stuff at community.cpluscontent.tv, which is our Discord. You are welcome at any time. If you are not currently subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead and head over there right now and click that subscribe button and the little dingy ding bell next to it so you can be notified when this goes up on VOD, like if you missed the first part of it. Or if, yeah. And then you can come back next week and watch live. And if you missed that, you can watch the conclusion on YouTube.
Yeah.
So that's reasonable.
There's lots of content, hundreds of hours of tabletop nonsense. Yeah.
So much.
I thought about that today. I was like, man, there are so many hours of me just existing on the internet.
Yeah.
Forever.
So many hours.
So much.
But yeah,
All right.
fun.
Well, Lurk, we have a really great wholesome ritual. Yeah, that Michael's really into it. We all put our hands out like this, and then on the count of three,
he actually started this.
we say maybe next time. All right.
People won't let us speak until we do this.
Did we win D&D today, everybody?
Yeah.
One, two, three.
Maybe next time.
Woo!
Lark, I apologize.
Yes!
It's the worst.
We're the best.
We are the best. It's amazing.
Champions.
Like it was played out 6 months ago, and yet it just keeps
Michael,
continuing.
that's such a good idea.
It was
Such a good idea, Michael. Thank you so much for making that up.
You know what, though, Michael? We'll stop doing it. Maybe next time.
You're all gonna die. I mean, your
They
characters.
never stopped doing it.
Everyone is going to die.
Yeah,
eventually.
I
Yeah,
just
that's true.
decided you're all gonna be baked into a pie, but that's
you
fine.
You already killed Beauregards, so I can never forgive you. Yeah, like
The dice killed Beauregards.
So it's fine.
That's fine.
meat pies.
Awesome.
All right, I'm getting out of
Cool.
here. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us, Lurk.
Yeah, of course.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for the
Lurk.
invite. This is so fun.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.